more and more and more. Yes, we lie, we cheat, and we hurt till somebody's in despair. More and more.
Dear, and also the Babacahon, free dry bepim, and ne Meminde, Pamcho, Munina Munim say, Transmemenda. Ye, a Casiano, nothing Fufrabano, yadi, Ekahon, na Babe moi. Mreno so ejada kana mamusuma bem na afi maba kire mu adwen we de edum be chemfinfin na afi de mu akwakowie free dwada be pem ne de na wo akoma so pa obose uyi efiri ho menim se dodo no a ebeko Heart to Folk ani Kumasi Asante Kotoko gamer ebeba so e wa Accra Sports de Nyankopon boa eye ochina Tony Montana transit de ebeko amano ne kakra so de bia no pa oye no no o de be fefa miamia hodo bebre major leagues no ekoso weekendi odumun sempi ebebre clubs no nsembebre enso ewom ani na bobo no ede ebre ode ebewura tennis kakra sanso na boxing hun sensem kakra Formula 1 hun sensem kakra athletics kakra be bia obefa na fe ajadi aka no aba Africa nya be hede ekoso enso ewo ebibimem ha CAF Champions League matches ahodo ekoso sanso na Confederation Cup ni na group stage no eno ena enso ekoso awa Mohammed Babe Transi na eno so no biebiem ye pa ede aman news ahodo ayo confederations ahodo ni nyina mu no federations ahodo nyina mu no ode honsem enso abreye na fi abagana abede ekoso enso ewo oman mu ha ensem wo ha bebrebe titru Heart of Folk ni Kumasi Asante Kotoko macha ebeba so Nyankopon boa ochina ye komontin ni amanfo ko twetwe nkomo ibeti nsema hodo mode atudwa ibewura Heart of Folk ibewura Asante Kotoko pandits bebre enso bekasa ewo dwumedie so ni nyina na behwe nsema mbetudwa de afasa big game enso eho sen na wonso adwen eyo mamu nyina kwa baba program so Tony mamra hontentem na yehwedo abobo no e de ebre mpamcho messages no botimi de about 05515999933 05515999933 monfa messages no emfa ho emre yintietie mu a ana mani agi ho ye papa Facebook o we live sanso na YouTube o we live enso ho Kessben TV unsabe kan na wo kire onua o share na wo kire obia se final whistle dwumedie no ahye Montana de Tony
Godfather
Didaya
yeah.
Yeah. Yes. J Didaya, good morning. Maybe I will be wherever you are. J Didaya, the shop jet. Another shop jet, the shop jet. Usabeka Abranti KCC South Interest. So Maminchia Muslim. Nemu amo shop honina. Maybe amo television no eda Kessben. J Didaya. Na and was it Vicenza na say wow
says you anymore
ai ukose we abui afiri matim ho me wo baby kura
Venezia di omuni atamfo omuni adofo
yes intino okay na and also I don't know all right Montana yes emre kura ma me hwe de ode abre ne anope
all ye metie for e for kwaba as usual na nsoma ekoso onko for close so odi ane se
atobra ho asem bia ni ho
atobra na o se o person na ogro
oni me grow kwa beso atobra
menim se o person chess will do level ha
me ni level bia mu but me o person me grow kwa beso
bibia wo no
atobra
ben o
sa
na odidi awo ni bia di
sa okay me fa me CV nko bibia na oni me grow say okay so me hu se same abaha eko the same sound e dey bi bebrebe
Samira ha no panacho
so who feel say papa na wo ya ni pebu wa hu na obugu okay my dear
Wallenty Kessben TV on Facebook, Kessben TV on YouTube. Hashtag Kessben Sports. Odo message in FR yen Twitter page Kessben Media na de kan hashtag Kessben Sports. Now message no ato so na ediso kama. Na betimi a scan o TV no edegeta kwa dia obeche Kessben TV live. Rescan your TV na edegeta no Kessben TV are live on digital platform no so enye better sa emena so telephone to telephone say final we so jumadi no e dey share so to 12 ebebe emu so ama breaking news I take over weekend we matches no a hot day wa yen shall say from CAF so ye Champions League and CAF Confederations Cup no games out draw in fact enra and a shas ye na results nim quite interesting yen our Champions League no na Al Hilal Omdurman etra Sudan and then El Ali African Champions boy sa match no omokoti obi a hentimi alpha ball anto New York atrem Etente Satif etna Algeria Emma Raja Athletic Casablanca ebe so mekaba kwa Etente Satif of Algeria hentimi anti Amazulu Trans South Africa eshe kaba kwa Horoya prayer omonso hentimi anti El Moses Mabeda Stadium and also ewa South Africa and ne games are to us no Al Merek etna Sudan any Mamelodi Sundowns ebebon yebenya Pedro Aleti di Luanda from Angola any work of Morocco yebenya Esperanca ebo Angola ebesha El Zamalek na Galaxy wa Botswana atwen Etodu Sahel yebenya CR Belouizdad Algeria any Esperance of Tunisia ebesia we any games are CAF Champions League and also team abason group A Mamelodi Sundowns edikan 3 points El Ali second 1 point Al Hilal 1 point at third Marek Etratwa any points bia group B Raja Air first our 6 points Amazulu second 3 points Etente and Sportive Deceptif at that 33 points Horoya etwatwa any points bia group C Esperance Big Boys na LED our 3 points yebenya Atodu Sahel that second 1 point CR Belouizdad from Algeria at that third 1 point and a Galaxy from Botswana etwatwa any points bia last group no group D work LED 3 points Petro Aleti di Luanda Efri Angola at a second 1 point Zamalek at a third 1 point and Yawa Sagrada di Esperanca etwatwa any points bia we any games so there so any league table or CAF and Champions League no yen twas na yen call the French Le Champion one enra French League no one game me so Lille any Metz boy match no ekoyet pen ko be team alpha ball anto New York atrem and our French League no matches no etwa so na ebo no na ya RC Lyon any Olympic Lyon ebebo na ebo no watwen so a yebenya nante say any Paris Saint-Germain and so Asia we any games ebo so all the French Ligue 1 and nedue na me aduma ochina games no etwa so Nice ebehia Angers yebenya Rennes any ES Troyes ebebo Saint Etienne and Strasbourg Stade Reims ebehia Strasbourg Lorraine abetwa Montpellier Drenden Bordeaux Monaco na Olympic Marseille and Clermont 4 so at the first match in about 7:45 league table no after 24 games Paris Saint-Germain edikan 59 Marseille at a second 45 points na third Nice fifth fourth Strasbourg Rennes at a fifth Monaco at a 6th Lyon Tiano Moteba Olympic Lyon at a 7th French Ligue 1 table no so at relegations no more down 18th Metz 19th Saint Etienne Girondin Bordeaux Etoile and so I'm 2 points league table no so not just modern mono from 24 games and so far yet team up all the French Le Champion one moon with Sam Beniata was 14 goals other players are team abamate ashe more goals nebi and Jonathan David was 12 Mbappe Paris Saint-Germain and also annette 12 times French League now year ram into week 24 now get was Germany Bundesliga one game 18 eba so ye me minus 05 for Motenefie Bayer Leverkusen Pel Arena Leverkusen Bomo 3-2 na ene games ni shall say 2:30 Amena Belfort and Union Berlin Airport Stuttgart Bochum Wolfsburg Everton TSG 18-19 Hoffenheim na Augsburg and Freiburg 5:30 FC Cologne and Frankfurt Airport Ochina Sunday 2:30 Bayern Munich Eberborg Greater Fort Yebenya Dortmund 4:30 PM Ochina and Borussia Mönchengladbach na Hertha BSC Berlin and RB Leipzig match don let me abaso at 6:30 PM League no table na after 23 games as say Remono Bayern Munich edikan 62 Dortmund at a second 46 Leverkusen at a third RB Leipzig at a 4th so TSG Hoffenheim at 12 relegation zone 16th Augsburg 17th Stuttgart and 18th so Greater Fort Robert Lewandowski and so far Washe more goals our German league no na 26 goals and Lewandowski ashe Patrick Schick ɛwɔ Leverkusen wahyɛ 20. Erling Haaland ɛwɔ Dortmund wahyɛ 16 goals wei any players a April for the golden boot our German Bundesliga yɛn to aso nkɔ Italian Serie A ɛna one match etimi ɛba so na between that bin etimi ɛba so ɛma Juventus ɛkɔtɔ twa de kane Matthias de Ligt and a pinball no ɛma ball no ɛkɔtɔ atem second half no ɛna captain Edema Torino Andre Belotti or step up ɛte kan ɛma game no ɛyɛ draw Juventus 1 Torino 1 and then about 2 p.m. Sampdoria, Ebebo Empoli, Roma, Ebesha, Hellas, Verona, Salernitana, Ebetrain AC Milan, San match 7:45, Ochena Sunday, Fiorentina, Ebetna Atemio Fracci, Omo any Atlanta Airborne, Venezia, any Genoa Ebebo, San match Eberson, and our Stadio, Luigi Penzo, 2 p.m. Ochena, and a match in Eberson, San Siro, Giuseppe Menza, Inter Milan, any US Solo Calcio, Ebebo, no 5 p.m. Udinese omo ebetena Stadio Freely omo any SS Lazio ebebo on Monday Cagliari omo ebesha Napoli na Bologna and so any special match no between Atwa so come and League Lock AC Milan about 25 games at the first 55 points Inter about 24 at the second 54 points Napoli at the third Juventus at the fourth Atlanta at the fifth Lazio at the sixth Jose Club Roma at the seventh Etonon 17th Cagliari 18th Venezia 19th Genoa and Salernitana Echatwa our 13 points out of 23 games etimi abomodin etimi abo na ye players so much more goals na when the betimi afa capo kananieri no Immobile Lazio washa 19 Dusan Vlahovic Juve washa 18 Giovanni Simeone Hellas Verona washa 12 goals Tammy Abraham esina kan Emma Roma one Lataro nyina asha 11 goals Italian Serie A and Spanish Premier League one match 18 eba so Elche eshemienu Emma Rayo Vallecano ete ka animu baako Manuel Estadio Martinez na Elche for eba modern eshe 20 game eno 18 eba so ene Abodonqua, Granada ebebo Villarreal 3:15 Osasuna ebetwen Atletico Madrid Cadiz ebebo Hitafe na 8 p.m. the famous Estadio Santiago Bernabeu Real Madrid and Deportivo Alaves edia face so Ochina Sunday RCD Espanyol ebebo Sevilla Valencia Mestalla home NFC Barca match na 3:15 Ochina Sunday and a match na Eberson Real Betis ebetna Estadio Benito Villamarin Real Mallorca ebeshia 5:30 kick-off time was San Mamés Atletico Bilbao and Sociedad match na Eberson at 8 p.m. on Monday Celta Vigo and Levante Airport where any games are urem our Spanish Premier League and also ebetimi abaso na your league standings now. After 24 games, Real Madrid Edikan 54, Sevilla at a second 50, Real Betis at a third 43, Barca at a fourth 39, Atletico Madrid at a FIFA Egita 39 points, Etonon 18th, Deportivo Alaves our 20, 19th Cadiz 19 points and more, and Levante Echatua all 14 points. One and a Pichichino, one far Eddie Essini now so Benzema was 17 goals, Rowdy Thomas our Espanyol was 13, and Wami our Betis on a Vinicius Junior in Abamote Asher 12 goals our Spanish Premier League Yanko the English Premier League and a lunchtime about 12:30 game started weekend way England West Ham any Newcastle United at the first so match about 12:30 our London Olympic Stadium about 3 p.m. Emirates Arsenal Brentford Aston Villa at the ball of Villa Park against Watford. Some match at 3 p.m. The same time, not Liverpool and Norwich at Anfield. Southampton, Everton, St. Mary's, Asia, Everton, was South Park and Crystal Palace at Chelsea. Now Brighton and Belly match in Abaso 5:30. Big game at Basel. Man City and Tottenham Hotspur ebebo Etihad Ochina Sunday Leeds United ebetwen Manchester United Ellen Road na wamhalini vam 200 and Leicester City match no etimi abaso kama League Lock Man City edikan about 25 games ekita 63 points Liverpool at a second about 24 ekita 54 points Chelsea about 24 games at a third ekita 47 Manchester United at the fourth ekita 3 points West Ham 5th 6th Arsenal Vam 207th Tottenham Hotspur at the 8th at 200 relegation zone down Norwich also 18th, 19th, Watford and Burnley Ekatwa omo ekita 14 points now golden boot no na efa Mo Salah, the Prince of Egypt, was 16 goals. Diogo Jota were proud here. So I'm was 12. Sterling Ewo City was 10 goals. C. Ronaldo, Son Heung-min, Jimmy Vardy, Obia, and 99 goals. Oh, the English I'm a Premier League now, and also at also NFA Diagro and a pre-match conference. I'll draw it ever so ahead of a net and Ochna games are clubs. No, AC I can or a Frank and right. Yebeka so a bit deny, so rift barely ho on ya not that. So budget Captain Ambano at a few high Maguire and Sam Eddie Amant Cyril the name Saru Monino Sebi in Simunu way and in Sama Rafonic Manchester United manager no what they are tuja.
To start with, I must say that this is absolutely nonsense. I have never spoken with any player about a possible change of captaincy, and Harry is fully aware of that, and so is Cristiano and all the other players. So this has never been an issue for me. It's me who decides who is the captain, and therefore there is no reason for me to speak about that with any other person. Harry is our captain, and he will stay our captain until the end of the season, and there is nothing else to say to add on to that.
Can Manchester United manager and a cross rumor and Roberto just say or Captain Banner FM Maguire and Sam Eddie Ama 0 and I'm coach Nababont no abet the bank story and also making waves across all the networks now able to so Arsenal airport against Brentford. Mikel Arteta the Gunners Arsenal for manager or see a deal person young Juma Arsenal for mentality. They say top for any target the players no mental toughness no come into bed while Arsenal for air trust a top four on meeting room.
Because I want the team to feel that they have the tools and they have the right mindset to face anything that is in front of us again, because that's the only way that you are able to win, because everything is not going to be smooth throughout a season, and you have to be able to do that, whether it's through injuries, through bad decisions, through whatever it comes on. The team has to be prepared, and that mental toughness is something that you have to work every single day to prepare the teams in different scenarios, and that's what we try to do.
And I know that I'm talking about it now, but all of this talk about referees and decisions and stuff, it seemed to dominate a lot after the Wolves game particularly. And can it in some ways be a bit of a distraction from where you are? Because we know you're in a brilliant position, the performances have been good. Can it kind of divert a bit too much off topic?
I don't know. It was something strange what happened, so I think that's why it was a lot of comments and a lot of input on the media about it. But we focus on what we can control, what we have to do, which is
Mikel Arteta and a team can Arsenal Football Club or more manager head of the game or any Brentford airbo and a kick-off time no means and a manager Nakasa area for Arsenal mental toughness and home and some referee decisions are called Eddie Etiomini Kakra, how called Etimi Eddie Amomo, Yanko Liverpool are so also airborne Norwich City, Norwich at the relegation zone. Now club so no when your squad air Fanta Brutal squad ne dear quality our sloper. Now so attitude the match matches na ewo ho mdewa omo bo ene na in 3 days mo bo na omo si akan biem e other tournament mu o se players no omo attitude ebeche half for Liverpool City way omo ebetimi akọ yentie club.
Being the Liverpool manager?
Yeah, but I really don't like talking about it because since 2 weeks around while we talk constantly about it, and the first thing what happened was Diogo Jota is out, so we don't know how long. So makes it not the same number, and then we don't know when the next game happens, and then we play midweek, and then we play the weekend, and then we play Champions League again, and all these kind of things happens now like this. And it's just, yes, we know the fact that it's a really good team, absolutely a really good squad. But in the end, we have to deliver and we have to fight. And in the quality of the boys, like the potential of the boys, was not the key for the win at Milan, at Inter. The key for it was the attitude we showed, the spirit we created on the pitch, the mood we brought ourselves in on the pitch. That made a difference. And not who can play. It's not when the past, whatever people called Madrid the white ballet or something like that. Because but. We are not that, by the way, so it's all what you make of it. What do you make of the things you have available? And the boys have to, and we all have to, we have just to fight and not to think about how good we could be. We are not the Harlem Globetrotters. Okay, we are not, for sure, out there, by the way, there are a lot of really good football teams and squads. We have to battle with. So nobody is happy with being second or whatever. Reaching a final is great. If you lose it, everything is nothing anymore or stuff like this. So
Liverpool manager and it's in Kano. Also Liverpool quality Jota pra weekend want him and bomb team half for a player no or better now I'm a bench because of injury no. Never more quality players and fighting for every game points that should be an fighting now more league no my brain so the second so now more team enya Chelsea but also Spark and any Crystal Palace na Asia Thomas Tuchel manager at the Emma Chelsea or since Cesar as per quarter tanko or embodiment of trophies at Chelsea Aje said ne one of Eba Bontemeka say as or so lucky say I'm watching so many trophies with Chelsea but Bono on your dear now manager Thomas Tuchel plan on your dear pa no wonder say one achieve a lot about the trophies part yeah every single club yeah or Chelsea every single trophy be on my part take be an waje na plan or sefata yeah mona bas when in sama Thomas Tuchel what they are to
It's always important, and the plans are most of the time not longer than 10 days or 14 days max. So in football, and for me as a manager, but he is super important. He was super important since day one. We had a good connection from the first day, which is always important, and you always wish for as a coach. And you know he gets better with every game he plays. He is an example, a leader by doing and leading by example, which is always super nice to have. And now he collects so many trophies, has such an incredible career in one club, which is outstanding. And he embodies everything what Chelsea stands for: being relentless, being humble, but being a warrior at the same time. And I don't think that there exist people who do not wish for the very best for him and do not like that he has all these trophies. He deserves it. If you see what he did, like how he protected also Kai before the penalty was brilliant, and this is what he does, and this is what he does on a daily basis. He protects the team, and he's the first one to step up, so happy to have him.
I want to talk about Kepa as well, Thomas. You know,
Tuchel any attending kind manager Edema the Blues of Chelsea into one. Our boss is as per quarter time about to say or true leader. Or I'm a chance to get Eddie Emma Chelsea, one club career about Chelsea, no, Obama and the all trophies at Chelsea are competing for. Now, I super from day one on the Thomas about club, no connection on that's as a coach and then as a captain, no, I'm being upon a very good night. He gets better every game will be all ball or a leader or leader by example. No one that's so I achieve our Chelsea. So, yeah, we any worse. Thomas Tuchel added describe is as per quarter time. No one of ever but week way because the plan on Shada and you're so special or like I said why you so many trophies with Chelsea a club no Antonio Conte and central Fonya also on TS didn't TS media no or can yes so I can BCD not yet the so sad dear Italian journalist media no more Italian on person on because or can be na obia no esibo no nim media no creative problems at the amount no any Tottenham team no yente some Antonio Conte or the atuja
we are as a squad more complete. But I repeat, I think that I was very, very clear, but I don't understand why someone want to try to create a problem between me, but not also with me, also in the past, because I read the story in the past of this club, and create a lot of problems between the coach and the chairman and the club. The chairman knows very well my thoughts. And it's not important for me to go to the media and to speak to the media. If I have to tell him something, he knows very well that I go and speak with him. Sorry, but I think that I was a bit, create a bit disturbed and this type of situation, especially because I had an interview with an Italian media. It means that from now, and the club don't speak with the Italian media because maybe the translation is not so clear with my thoughts.
It sounds, just to clarify, and finally from me, it sounds
Antonio Conte any media and especially more Italy so can we be a na o mattress ni mum Tottenham as a club in park and say the one dream no enya na Italian media for no kan omote asenti beka be ya kon stop interviews on Italian media no ebetimi agrante when in sema Conte edi etudwa wabra enra a question central for before Man City and Spurs game no so e baso ene anwumre na sa match no e baso den yanko France Leo Messi na say ne ball performance no aba from pa Nenkofo expect a lot at the feel you ho. Emmanuel Petit, former France player, former Arsenal player. Emmanuel Petit said no cry at the Messi. Yeah, when the performance said the Messi na original pass some years ago. Na Messi for ball. Na or the ball ne back out defenders. Emma one for Honchom say Messi no. Sometime entry we are witnessing the death of a king. Now yes a Messi new woman and as you see woman no. Yanti as I said there's another king and no Mbappe. Any name among ana air rise at the aba na ball a Messi about the new cancer for expert but sadia na see dream Messi ne ball there a pimp will descend the air from new cancer for expert more at the free captain Leon formerly of FC Barca now born at the Emma Paris Saint-Germain Emmanuel Petit and no na Gianluigi Buffon says what that go at the Emma Palmer na Buffon so no Rebecca Mbappe se new cancer ko be ote say Mbappe enya Liverpool be ko ate say Mbappe e be ko Madrid bobo ko nimum Rebecca Mbappe se ontena na the only challenge on face challenge no now until overcome challenge in the yan or say Paris Saint-Germain Champions League no NGB that a crave for now as a player now you're big na person free club ni ma the only thing I also here and so betim aboa ama club na dia omonye bi da omotim eye enti Mbappe and try na on stay na on the Champions League no and for Emma Paris Saint-Germain omo enso club no yenko Dortmund so ye and a confirmation bar say Nicolas Sulen ono family defender says we ban no ya wo free club no mum Dortmund for confirm sampa Sula ebebo mo club no Michael Zorc or sporting director Edmar Dortmund say the entian omo kofa Sula eba for next season and say so far all the German Bundesliga 36 goals and I am mondu be no Dortmund for a consider na eba no Europe so dia goals from a considering more I won't be here say obenya big personality ever chiro bit say Nicolas Sule oba club no ebetimi improve pa Julian Nagelsmann Premier manager waka champion for say winter window ye close ye na almost signs na very quiet nemum sama there onim sa club no financial difficulties there omo entry now omo make a big squad and for Emmanuel when ya alternatives on your players or promo betimi enye omo ni kwanse ne squad no koye one way se ba ko pra na club no as omo swati some betimi enya resource omo enso epenti Julian Nagelsmann akache Bayern say up a big squad next year omo trana sama no omo enya quality players and for Emmanuel ho eno enya derby course Torino eto Juventus Emma match ekwe draw after the game ye be say Max Allegri say Paulo Dybala Jr. will pray Emma early second half no mu uniform na the situation at the same next week Champions League no Barcelona Juventus more ball against Villarreal on Tuesday. Dybala betimi ampa no so too early enro ya no more ball match Emma Dybala will pray and then na play make twa scan no mo se ni pra no a long term and as a short term on team and confirm say Dybala obey out and Dybala or be part of Juve team omo ene Villarreal ebe in the Champions League and on Tuesday I'll confirm say I'm Gianluca, I'm Giorgio Chiellini, and Ronaldo Bonucci still. Omo any ankle injury. Omo ebe me see games that cry. Eda omo enso anymore. And Andre Belotti, captain Edema Turina, or take Emma match in Empire. Okay, 1-1 no. Was so names next year. Obeko so Atlanta Torino dia on team entry name Okobasa way and in the last Turin derby oba. Kobeka so proud because nanka omo lose from losing position no better take Emma match no omo etim enya 1 point Matthias delete nya first goal at Emma Juve after the game and then react say a strange derby the course so Emma match ekwe draw ni kwan say Juve fans no omo etim because players be omo enyam because of injuries na players nimpo enye available na bebo home na in the biggest derby because so three no what team enya draw results and sheda enye bad subsequently omo ebetim ashe game se domo enso anymore Zlatan AC Milan player against club the din Eddie Inter and Okopra since then when team emo born no so na ma of tabloids na man for a report Zlatan ni club no am the born over one more beam amount for day biamokasa or your finished product name on your finish or pra or babaka amount for befanish afanela because no ghost no on and now Bobby Bracco ni ma or so no so 18 about dose and the age no quite no so air cost raw now Alessandro Bastoni a interplayer Okonya suspension Italian federation no at the 3-game ban at the mano na player nankasa omo appeal emana say die okon FIGC na omo abolish 3-match ban on the player no Inter Milan game omo bought this weekend against Sassuolo no the suspension is over ono enso ebetim SSR can be Jose Mourinho Roma omo manager also no onya daje Tuesday and Wednesday FA Champions League no na Liverpool ebo Wednesday against Inter Milan was a match no enjoy pa game across Tuesday Real Madrid etra Paris Saint-Germain was a born there why enjoy kwenemu adechen Wednesday Liverpool Inter game no Jose na ni 18 edge performance at two clubs no omo exhibit here Carlo Ancelotti ahead of a game omo any Deportivo Alaves airborne and the business say I am pa Florentino Perez onye happy with performance and Real Madrid echo put it up Paris Saint-Germain omo a ground so match omo lose very painfully last minute kabakwa omo anti say am pa like Florentino Perez and any other person Omar Bobo kun obia enye happy because game no elusu nti ensure that enye news be as a president no onye happy ono as a coach no na onye happy about the results players no and obia was surrounded by Madrid team no enye happy say game across Tuesday no team edincho Real Madrid any boss and ya prepare say Erling Haaland why any club are all joining and media no Spain ever speculate say one of the 4 years and then they fit the same Spain ever and they said Barca for nya prepare Erling Haaland enso penti the battle no still on Erling Haaland Madrid any boss will be any abreso mu akwadana enso epe yento aso Sergio Kun Aguero any ready 10 ekodin komo na latest interview na Aguero ajatum say wamba Barca because of money oba Barca sell on Messi ebebo ball now so I'm so unfortunate sika 70 now say Barca for AJ Emma Messi 8 call on also Bayern only few games with ball Barca because of the heart problems when team Antwerp so and see I can be am Barcelona do better can say World Cup next year or Qatar this year yano obey part of Argentina team the name on team Empo Edian obete ki up jumedie edi ama the technical team edi on am Scalonia kasa so pese o feel important o pese ojoine am Argentina team on the World Cup no on team enko as a player there obeko as an official edi ama Argentina omo enso national team no say Barca omo left back no eho enyinu pa na omo start replacement edi ama Jordi Alba say some players best and 19 eni atese mo baako ebetim abe replacement edi ama Jordi Alba o pass on left side ho Nicolas Tagliafico of Ajax Nedin etim aba Alex Amgermado Nedin enso etim aba Bonten abetodwa na players Barca for Epe Bako Marcos Alonso on Ebo at the Emma Chelsea and Amagaya of Valencia with any 4 players Barca for Semu Bako betim aba na left back position no abefa no ball at the Ama Barca on club no in right Arsenal legend also league still and over over league points now Man City and the lead 9 clear points between Omo and our second club Liverpool name or Liverpool mum ebe team Agile league Arsenal legend H1 9 points in the dom mum enter and then so 1 game Liverpool outstanding on sha and so better Eddie about 6 match so Liverpool sha a better Eddie about 3 points in the league near Bokonidian Bibia betim SM Liverpool for team Agile League no edi SM na so Dimitri Berbatov former Manchester United striker was found say Rafa ne kwaba bonten abekwahye rumor na emeki say oje captain sin afia Maguire say edi ama 0 was coach no aka na say ampa say a media no nti na coach no di bank dia say problem no in reality dia was coach no solve and master players no ni kwansa tension bia eba Manchester United mo so dressing room no Pep Guardiola say ampa at the 4 separate bits and a call for Tottenham Hurricane. Now so Daniel Levin a very very strong papa no antias here first bid echo I'm turning it down second bid echo third and fourth bid still Tottenham for antias here say Hurricane Emma Emesina kan em for Emma City say Joe boxing mu and I say the room na ya na sorry Dylan White and it has in free talk on a bus April 23rd year. Now according to Graf Davis or say Sebi a bit silly say contract no Dene White on Sunday because package ready ma for train also otiase na otimi sign e ma bibia etimi ekoso kama oluna
okay
yem found some
so up to 19
yeah deadline here
yeah
abroso 21st Monday
yeah de be kwa kusie osisi so mfa bi nka ho
take 20 days ago at Braka
na onu ntina nkofo etueska
onu nkwa nso ntimi nko also bi ni nko
Tyson Fury ntina
80%.
oh yes I
know at Braka.
All right, Kessben 3.3 live on Kessben television. We a final whistle jumedi ne behwa mano nsem no emu kakra mo the messages bebre enso abai behwe mu kakra enso de amamo Lee Daniel Kwabena Boatin Lee Daniel Kwabena Boatin and your birthday we are second year student KNUST BSc Real Estate. Wow Lee and your birthday you wish you happy birthday. Why nyakopon to nkweman omo bibia ne mom ye akodapa okay na nyini behwe mama Doris dapa local school ewo ose chirichi senior high school okay Doris wow obama in 20 years and then the birthday wow why are the achapa okay Lee happy birthday ibasa basubio PK the way every sunyan abisim na abrayan PK your message abe coming so ha o see between Caesar Aspilicueta who has won everything at Chelsea and John Terry who also won many trophies apart from the Super Cup and Club World Cup with Chelsea, who is a true legend and why? Wow, the Abranti the free abisim ebre and anope and so no. Mamenje next one. I'll say good morning. Kumasa Sante Kotoko beat her to folk on Sunday. I'm watching you inside Pig Farm, Accra. Black man, o message and I free one tentem a day amount. Good morning to you and the crew. In fact, what I really like about you is how you read our messages. If we make mistakes, you correct them before reading them. Okay. The other source on the America. Barros, what do we every Bibiani and Abraham? Barros, go for me home. I ism. Didn't me how much Oma obi a me had be aso ye me nyonko brobo pa why it ya me money how cry Ose
Habaros
I Habaros Ose so there you see excuse the very brave me now for pa me no mo na bogus ya tafre je nti na me timi ha omo sa no okay nti ende ya na de ache me obi de say opakinum ene Ose
refikala mo rasta mo sa okay
ena me nyonko brobo Holland.
Yeah. No true. Ni true man no.
The ni true man de no. No Holland now say you open TV no. Now for you open TV no. Salut. Okay, it is also the ebe bremo. Or say. Do I'm flat body from Tema. Please, why are you not coming on radio these days? Mintias you. Yeba ana o de ana de to hin na yeba your radio so 93.3. Good morning, I'm watching you live from Nkoko Big Man Aluminium Ventures. But Mr. Ampe Dankwa is going home today, one of our founders. One of the founding fathers of Oko United at Akou Atibie. Enjoy your weekend too, boss. Oh, okay. Yeah, aware of sa yewe nyankopon fa ne kra ensie emaye Mr. Ampim Dankwa. All right. Mame hwa kakra enso hana fe yemfa foreign source no to us. My name is Ibrahim from Winneba. Yesterday, Leeds United posted a video of the goal Tony Yeboah scored against United. It was pleasing to see how the Leeds fans eulogized the striker. Some wished he was still leading the lines for them. It's good to see a Ghanaian player being appreciated and loved like that. Okay, Ibrahim, my kind of message, every Winneba. Good morning, I'm up here. Mensa Samuel Adansi Fumsu, Liverpool and Kumasi Asante Kotoko will win their matches today and tomorrow respectively. Okay, and so you heard the bebem. Among for church Romadri, the affair Kumasi Asante Kotoko, they had to full game goals a bebem. Binunkra ko actually omo beshe minute on beshe sa goals no mo ina yabo mato yehwe pa Good morning Zekov Mohammed do free Zekov Sports where Abre. Good morning boss. When the whole world is silent, one voice becomes powerful. We are in Accra. Definitely will come and meet us. They will definitely come and meet us. Mfege, Mbella, or whatever they call themselves. They will play the game of their lives, and after Sunday, they will go off from the scene. Trust my boys. Phobia is forever, and we never say die. Okay, Zeka Mohammed, Abba. On the Bob Biosibia. Now, after Sunday, I'm go off. What's the meaning of that? Yeah, and they will go off. After Sunday, what is the meaning of that? Now, if you are off, more than German. Zeko Sanfa Brebium. Off, that's it. Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko will do all the talking, but they should remember the last season, at the same venue, Hearts of Folk whipped them, and it will follow suit come Sunday. Phobia, fully focused. Shout out to Honorable Joseph Asante aka Sikawo Bush, Chairman, Hopeful Busumtri Constituency. Message out there, brain and Anope and so on. Good morning, greetings to you and the entire crew. I'm enjoying you live inside Paga border. Wow. Paga border. Flexi. Good way if we Paga and Abre. Catch your more border no sunyina. Obianfa the feed into Kessben 3.3. Musa Emeka live and so Major 1 is Legon. Major 1 meso de Banewa. Major 2. Our experience. My first ever clash between Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Hearts of Folk watching live from the stadium. What are the so-called COVID-19 people saying? 25% will fill the stadium. Will fill the stadium, and they should go and do whatever they want. Bamcho Fufraba, Intino, message him say, Unim Sima Ecos Organa Hakra. Says a beam, say House of Folk near Asante Kotoko match, about 30,000 spectators. With me across stadium. Remember, Sansam so. Joe. I read somewhere that all the AFCON trophies Ghana have won are missing. Is it true? Even though today isn't a Friday, I'm very glad if you can answer this question for me. Greetings to my dad, Mr. Mwako, who is also watching the show. Kwame Walcott, who do we if it's fantastic. And Abre, yeah, but you can come kakra. Na fe later, yaba mo messages na yentimi enkan no eso enche maybe mama mo. The best of the two jobia na otwi nyina free driver be pem na memenda no na fe wo so de ato edwa. Well. Marijata. General. Say yeah. You pardon General. When say the Hearts of Folk game no wo mu nsem kapa. Yeah, big game. Big game. Yeah. You be analyze game to the last end. Wow. Ubia defense. You be sure. Ubia defense. Yes. You be sure Ubia me for both strengths and weaknesses. You be sure up front how our strategies in bit me juma. Okay. From Phobia side, you be see Krobia side. Okay. We ram so much into the game. Okay. Yes. Wow. Ni na no ode mfoni nya de be cheche. Videos yes. Okay. Na man for intimi entwe. Na obeboa ma yakwa ma no ne kakra. Sure General. I'm say me abebiri kwa with me awuram e dey amai. Awa Mohammed no be wen. Nzejo unse no result no by CAF Champions League result no. Yeah. Etwa so and the games no bi beba so. Okay. But eju amana no kitwa bi. City Tottenham. And 5:30. Okay. And now Ochina Valencia Barcelona and so it was another big game. Wow. It was the Spanish Primera Liga. Okay. And Sergio Ukoba Kotokoni has and so you be build up to the clash. And now the last result is see between Omontem from 2000 up to date. Na enebe wurewurem ahwe Marija Tabe the video and analysis ni na bebrenti. Me so menya me take on the Kotoko and has game na eba so nenu. Okay. But the mention sem from free Newton Latte.
Why na sana there? Message here PK de buy and say Aspilicueta.
Yeah.
And John Terry. Aspilicueta every single trophy say a captain and I say player at the club level. And also define say John Terry so I say some few trophies more compared to former captains and I say captains in a general ono no hu say Aspilicueta e was so saying John Terry and obusa say you share your opinion. Usually your era defining captains any players say and here can say okay premiership no be anyone more ball and share ready or be more and Dicone Dwight York partnership no nobody talks about it. Nobody remembers the partnership between John Terry and then Carvalho. When Jose Mourinho came on board back in 2003, no Roman Abramovich club had no idea about the premiership. He brought different manager from foreign lands in Jose Mourinho. Jose started building this Chelsea team from the scratch. Just a bibini one building on from that. So let's analyze JT. Our partner Carvalho, our partner Tim Cahill, that English defender, no. Our partner Alex, Brazilian, no. And those were the situations, moments, errors. Or the bit me compare the Ronaldo and Barcelona. A captain, a leader, our organizer throughout the career. It's been Chelsea. And now, Obetra can Aspilicueta. Now, it said the amount for Kafa Messi who France. Said Diana Messi by Diana Kodumu or Disika forgetting say Messi has been a key player in world football, not only for Barcelona. And today, so making that comparison in general, in ye crababia. Aspilicueta has been a leader, no doubt, and the quality can never be questioned. Or be anyone who is concerned an organization, the versatility in a back four, in a back three system, no, in doubt. But general, so compare two players in one. But be a JT general, a muakra. Now, so any question may refi say, so cut trophies are on the baby. Your players be brave, agit trophies. Or they compare players be impact. Our bread general, it be crown more in your trophy. Yana and ye comparable. John Terry, you bet me compare it to Puyol. John Terry, you bet me compare it to certain legends like Chiellini. But be a Aspilicueta, these legends, Aspilicueta Meho. So being a captain, he's done a lot for Chelsea. Being a leader, he's done a lot for Chelsea. But compare the two players, General Emuakra. JT defined an era. From that era, Chelsea built on that. And only you.
All right.
So, Jobia by enjoy. And they said, "Why you go in there? You tell who be no." Now Obika say, "Hey, General, you nice to see a tennis and you go back. You to the company for na you go on your share. Say you between the two ne you JT is non-comparable about Chelsea legends. Okay. Quite tired parts, but to compare him to a now can say no, this guy can be on top of there. I bet to defy General.
The FIFA Club World Cup, you know how I can hold in still. Then you don't go to JT.
Then you don't crowd on baby. Yes, Mbappe to Madrid, Haaland to Madrid. A very, very crucial story to analyze, General. Madrid, so we remember the days of the Galactico. Omofesika Ronaldo, Mraufesika Zidane, Mraufesika Figo, recently Kaka and Tuaso, Benzema and Tuaso, Ronaldo and Tuaso. But are we talking about that Madrid today? And the finances not here form. Now analyze Benzema and Vinicius Junior more partnership on my former Real Madrid recently. And now offer these two players, Mbappe, Haaland. It means you have 4 solid strikers at your disposal. Or Vinicius, or Benzema, or Mbappe, or Haaland. 3 men starting because 4 starting and ye. Now it's making a case for Madrid back line at the time of PSG. Share acquire na Madrid a defended. This is an attacking team. Madrid in defended that in their history. They never defend, they never relent. But against PSG, they felt said no, they had to defend at some point because Arsenal's offensively were not existing. And I feel at some point, now Madrid cry say more, putting more pressure in their own territory. So General, no, oba advice Mbappe, obetumi akọ Madrid. But say Haaland kwa akọ kanwa. Why amongst Benzema and Vinicius and our bench, a partner back. A very, very tough. 2. So share Madrid defense on Carvajal here a competitor. He's not the Carvajal we know yesteryears. Oban Finfia Modric is aging. He needs a very strong replacement. He's not the Modric who won the Ballon d'Or back in 2018. Madrid here reinforcement on midfield. So Madrid a crucial area be as more reinforce here. I think it should be the defense. Getting one of Mbappe or Haaland a very good deal for Madrid. But getting the 2 our Bromo and repair and Yema air cost to the loopholes within their backline, how they played against PSG. That game, put that game aside. Certain games this season, during second Madrid crab silly game within the 90th minute. But Madrid they struggle. So to me, Mbappe to Madrid a very good deal. But generally, I'm quite very deep. Say, so Madrid ebe boka vaha, ewa brand attack in sharper, opposition in your one chance or better. If Madrid are not putting so much focus on their defense, now some for these two players about. On the other side, it's a good deal, but as a whole, and yet very advisable, general. And my take on that, and say Madrid can get one of them, no matter how reinforce rather than some do mukosu have go one basket. If you go a general, Madrid aboka.
I'm for crowd advice Mbappe is on trap PSG. No, on for Omoni trophy.
This is the other side.
Yeah.
Look at Obiti Messi. He stay with Barcelona. Would define the whole history for Barcelona. Eto Bekwejano, Ronaldinho Bekwejano, Goody Johnson Bekwejano. Now say a lot of strikers, David Villa, Alexis Sanchez, all of them will follow the train. Messi still remained. Double troubles back in 2012 and then just now year 2091.
Yeah.
He's defined a lot of things for Barcelona throughout their history. Now Mbappe is a Paris boy. He's a local boy from that city. And a club back in 2011, I'm from the KOSI. And I'm build their 10 years time. I'm a very dominant force locally. They want to step outside beyond the borders of France. And now it's a major case. They went to the final the last time. Obia who be more size war. Buying so they really understood how their level is. Now they got a local boy waiting a lead you more to the foreseeable future. And a Madrid Muti. But you know, it's not the first time a Madrid and knocking on the door of a youngster. It is Kaka at the prime, I'm not find free AC Milan, whom they never buy. Or buy an injuries into one bench, Ronaldo in the prime, I'm not find free. Manchester United at the buy. So Madrid coming for you, very likely. But you going the certainties and the uncertainties are very much high. Mbappe should think of this. So I continue with Paris, where love on here in abundance. You cheering on, and I will go back or share. I'm also to pay me 500,000 euros. I'm catch the boys in Facebook say, what Patasi say, me a Patasi Ronaldo, me a Kofodia Kante. Mbappe now moon a genius 500,000 Monday to Friday. He's not willing to stay. And they're very, very big. Sometimes to take the risk, not show say also so or boss, just as Kaka moved. But general move Winana Koyi and I say Koyi. Certain players have really suffered. Van Persie Ababe suffer after the move. You talk about Alexis Sanchez. Wababe suffer from Arsenal to no behind him saying man be koyi de man. Sometimes moves in be on my general are you good. But moves in be on my any advisable. Mbappe can stay, make himself a legend. On Bajiji no so Paris. But wait me so akwa na nima twist in a very, very simple seconds. So general,
okay.
It's down to Mbappe. But to me, or stay in Paris and fight here. But oh, be trying to say from Barcelona side, man, pass a boy in the no, but we have had other players and move here at Madrid and Mom. In Madrid, there is no time for adaptation.
Well, you could see
yes.
Say the Madrid game, no crossing coin, no one was not drinking as a son. We are a disaster.
News in the by. News in the by.
As is a link, no. Liverpool,
Liverpool. Story, no. Now let's look at Liverpool. So Abu India. At the time, when I'm man, you were AFCON now on Senegal. I want to share games ahead of the final. No, now Liverpool come back in Porto. I for Luis Diaz. That fee is 47 million euros. Is he for the bench? No, 47 million euros. Before then, I for Minamino. Before that deal, in between that deal, I for Diego Jota. And Diego Jota's fee is around 40 something. Now the idea is say I got 18 months on Manny's contract. So, what can acquire Brendan Rodgers? How to make Liverpool very dominant locally? What can transfer deals at Liverpool in Andy Carroll, Balotelli? Players in Chelsea can see more yet they were not very good potentially. I might be for output, Papa, I'm real Liverpool. But what Klopp is doing is making Liverpool a dominant side. After making them champions, the next step after champions is to create a dominant side. Pep Guardiola after 4 years, he says no, but I'm the best I could do. There is no other step I meet me a movie. He moved. But club about Liverpool champions domestically, why are more champions internationally? How to make them dominant and say, Obe will place it up front me and Sano, Sebako crash the pay out. Diego Jota in money 18 months on the contract, Luis Diaz, and they are knocking on the doors of Mbappe. So general, let's analyze something. From Mbappe back come from me and Sakram you know.
Liverpool be very very forceful over England. Be very very forceful over Europe. Now, as to say Mbappe Beba and now Ombano, what Liverpool is doing is very crucial. And Klopp has done a lot for Liverpool, both in transfer deals, in trophies, and in making a very great team. How did he even get Thiago Alcantara on board? And another game, our Bono was excellent against Inter. Okay. That guy, Konate, the partnership is Virgil van Dijk. How can you blame Klopp after this? And I think Mbappe Mampoa, the fact that he got Luis Diaz, said the Baba chalky money at the time of money betting I step it out. I think General a Juma Klopp the IM Liverpool no Mbappe Bow there's a big say for Klopp after so be free on Marco.
Okay. Young Queen.
Berbatov said situation be either so dressing room Manchester United is sorted out. General issue I mentioned Ronaldo Basso be pre-captaincy who answer be Manchester United. I've never understood this, General. Ronaldo Basse, the other church and sanity no free Juve Ababefa or Baba one a former loved club no now Domwa or John Wakamadrina Yomoyano. He came at a point that United they struggle. They need or not a positive side rather than so bad disrupted dressing room. Now at this point, Harry Maguire is not bringing anything on board to Manchester United. What does he bring on board, Harry Maguire? Defensively, he's been so weak on one-on-one situations. About area duels or pin back to money boy and Samamano. But as a defender, Ushegua, that is a bonus and your main duty. But for the breach, that is when Harry Maguire struggles. These are the two players that are so matured within the Manchester United ranks. And Kamayente say Rashford and Sancho are composition. Ekemiyente say Antonio Martial will be Konya Sana Oko. But Ronaldo, Harry Maguire, two key players as a Manchester United course under a new manager. How to set the tone running. But Berbatov being a key man within the Manchester United history. Say, even though manager Naba Bontia Babeka say insensibly in and it's not the main focus, but he feels said no still dressing room BB and that so more percent you smooth no mutimi winning there behind the scenes. Ebiana Ragnick now statement is for the media, said Tony Kaino. But within the back scenes, I think Harry Maguire and Ronaldo some of the sense and some general etomachi no more manager as to how Manchester United bet me I install your more ideas, strategies and manager in there and omit me see the winning ways and so. But to fight for captaincy, that armband no Ronaldo in Chayemano, Harry Maguire in Chayemano. But manager in the statement and I feel say Berbatov the enemy might be right behind the scenes and and those cinema and hinder the results. This is the reality, General. So move on. I think it's over the weekend now. Story about poppy up Kessben. I said during this weekend, Antonio Conte, the Italian media, said, "Okay, some no masana no bet me a Daniel Levy and Nasabaka Coutinho him say General we here at all and now we here who do." But is it the first time Antonio Conte ever complaining about the Italian media? After all the Juventus say story about form of a club no. The first question they asked him after all lifted the trophy and they say trophy where any association with the Calciopoli. The Calciopoli is the 2006 issues. That scandal I see with Italian football. Am I Dimo to Juventus? Am I Ibrahimovic? Certain key players are moving away from the club. And after so Barber Rise club, also reinvigorating this media now Kobusano. Antonio Conte never got angered by that question. Never about England. That's what we busa. You are blaming Sky Sport Italia. Say, Omone also disturbances. Antonio Conte knew the struggles of Tottenham Hotspur team. He's never been a project manager. At Chelsea, he didn't come for project or bother to a squad or polish the rainy year. Go back to Inter Milan days. It was never a project or polish a squad no the rainy year. Go back to Italy national team. 2 years no deal and Janakoi. Juventus, he never spent more than 3 years. He's never been a project manager. And so at the time I told them was building a new stadium, going for a manager. They thought of a man management, but they never thought of how Obetimi and Nema from the scratch because he's never done that. He's never done that. Say or Baba Nema Bakumi Jose Mourinho at Chelsea back in 2003. That is never Conte. And this is when Jose Mourinho to catch Conte and Benitez say always me jaho kwa no bamachi no babaje ba akomodu nsem oye adwuma. Conte knew the struggles Tottenham Hotspur were going through. Okay. Is he telling me Winks is meant for the defensive back three? Emerson Royale is not doing it. Mark Doherty has never been a quality wing back, but Omo no use Omo. Now Italian media need to in more. You are now back here blaming them, say Omo cause disturbances. It's never the first time he's come in contact with the media. Conte Miana no no nya dwuma no ma Spurs for. He knew the task at hand. More media din kra wa.
All right.
More media din wa general.
Dear Emma Tottenham top striker. Ebe kachre amount for say an aboard no so mun support to Efreze Conte on Baki Conte.
Yes.
And yes the future of the club no ultimate and guarantee.
General.
Yeah.
Kane here support. Madrid on Kane say Barca on Kane. Chelsea call Kane ho. Liverpool call Kane ho. PSG ma Kane ho. Bayern there yem money din wa ha. 6 top clubs. And here fan Hurricane free Tottenham or nti ti say jada fie general na undi ba bi dwane ko na wa hwe ansiesie upia on say guti ti so gina janum. It is why psychologically he's trying to give a statement to Tottenham fans and say omo manager no a last 2 seasons I can't statement away from Hurricane e jada fie ho Chelsea peno Inter Milan this car Barca this car Madrid peno Liverpool where dey ko na say ho na Liverpool atwa mo akọ Porto akọfa player ba buying in this car omo ntwa say can come for Hurricane where it's meant for Hurricane a Tottenham Hotspur hono and he feel he has to back the manager. He has to back the manager right now. One back manager no he na oko. There's no club, there's no destination for Hurricane. Let's talk a drop it. This is the reality.
Okay, so yam back manager na Levy in Nkofo. Signings in one no okay.
Yes.
Summer signings.
Yes.
Omo here players on with my beef.
Every quality player needs quality addition.
This man yes had na ma coach na on only future ultimate guarantee.
On Hurricane.
Yeah, totally.
General no guarantee or kwa hefa. So one guarantee o dey analyze yem yi. He needs quality addition obviously. One son me who one Lucas Moura about top one watch. It's been always the running game round for the ball. It's always been counter-attacking situation. They've always been running down positions. But we Lucas free hold mobile. Why the ball Hurricane in the last 3 years?
All right.
Take the two players away in the last 3 years. Why want the ball Hurricane at top one? And saying that Steven Bergman ebeye kakra. But take his son away, take Lucas away. How many players, quality-wise, and a ball Hurricane? So he knows the trick. So I'm for so many for quality ama. And then Liverpool inside, Chelsea inside. Those are the fighters for the trophy. Manchester United between us market. Hurricane has to force them to get the quality on board. Other than that, or no, they're affecting them. They're affecting them.
Zekaf Mohammed because they are scoring, that's why people are hailing them. But after the game, either the North Africans will come and buy them or they will lose their scoring ability in the league. Martin has said,
no.
Martin has said,
clear.
Oh, okay.
Clear.
Okay.
But North Africa for the end,
Second one has a Mutin has said,
yeah,
many problems. Or
disappeared.
Now, I was Moton Munukwe.
Or trade disappearance in him. But can we say these two guys after has game no on disappear? Very tough. So me active. Not go. They've been scoring. Look at 11 goals. I mean, generally, but Zekov message in the you look at no. But they will never disappear.
Okay.
I'm even afraid. The other day I wanted to say this. I'm even afraid, General. Mbappe bet me, Mbella bet me hit 18 goals before league will be ended. Or 11 in fewer games. 11 in fewer games. So bet me hit 18 before league will be ended.
Wow.
And he goes on a single. He's been scoring brace and a hat trick. Your defense in Mubi. Your defense is in Mubi. Bet me hit 18 goals. On disappear, Zeko.
All right.
General.
Yes,
leaks in Oho.
Leaks in Oho, yes.
Yes, leaks in Oho.
Leaks in Oho.
Yes.
You bit of from Kakra.
Kakra be
Nafi, Mabawa, Mohammed, and so on. Yahe, Kakra.
Who do better city in a space? So, men coho.
Oh, the Biaman, so on your own.
Okay, intro.
Oh, okay.
Space
and a Madriamaso. Madriamaso. Cambodia, I remember pick back or Premiership. No more pick back or La Liga.
Sure. Arsenal Brentford. A tough game. Arsenal Brentford. A low key on paper. But so be on in Brentford this season. Mess no more cause company for one. Or back to back no share near very, very carefully. Mikel Arteta here Jubapa. But in the recent past, Arsenal big signings now almost somewhere yako free, General. I don't know if a man for Yanko Honma. Look at how I always left free Arsenal and talk about the fee no the free Madrid they buy, you know. Look at how Sanchez a free Arsenal koye. Consider the fear or the buy inside. Look at how Aubameyang a free Arsenal koye and consider the fear Omokofane buy. So Arsenal recently, Mikel Arteta is doing a very good job, very fantastic. But I think the manner with which certain key players let me free the books of Arsenal icon without getting some minor fee sometimes, and even the situations best around it be quite on my distracted the dressing room. And this is where Arteta is really, really lacking certain managerial ideas. How about me manage a handle back stars within the dressing room? It's causing so much mess at Arsenal. Other than that, over pitch, so they are Arsenal about quality football. I think the focus and in focus, and they say on best center one idea on the youth. Cut it down the average age. Building a squad that revolves around pace and energy. That fits so much into the EPL. And that is what the exact thing Arteta Arsenal. We can't talk about too much, especially in the second season. I feel who say or TSC, but Brentford has always been causing a mess to Penifone Premiership, especially the top four. Presence. A big warning, and I'm the Arsenal and Mikel Arteta Jr. Okay. They should be really, really careful in dealing with these Brentford guys.
We had a pick here.
Yes, Premiership.
A Premiership, okay. It's Mammy Ha Wadwin Bebre Honum. Other matches in Aston Villa, Watford, Brighton, Burnley, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Liverpool, Norwich, Southampton, and Everton. Nina at 3 p.m. and what's why
come the odds no be more.
Yeah.
Norwich no Villa to win this game.
Okay.
Yes, next game no can Liverpool. So
Liverpool Norwich.
The other man Villa game no.
Aston Villa and Watford.
Yes. Villa to win this game. A very good, very, very tough game. We said the Nigerian contingent of Watford, they've been playing with a lot of chemistry. Very, very good side. Cohesiveness in the show a lot. But I feel what Gerrard is doing, the impact of Felipe Coutinho from Barcelona, what is the energy, he's been very everywhere. Coutinho, also he fits so much into the EPL. Want me and your time 1 minute crowd to adapt because he knows the league already. And I mean, coming up against this team, general, I would go for Aston Villa. So between Asher Watford, Liverpool, obviously, the Norwich, so Liverpool to win against Norwich. The next game,
Okay, Chelsea, Crystal Palace. Are you
first Premiership since AFCON, Club World Cup? My first Premier League match in here. I don't think it's just going to be a big deal for Chelsea. So I'm in the game we say against Palace. Palace ain't shit any form giddy, but Chelsea within the Premiership. Last time, Moshe 3 players or started out front. Palace, Hudson, Odoi, Lukaku, and then Palace. Those are the players who do box. They don't struggle so much to put the ball at the back of the net.
Southampton, Everton was in Mary Stadium.
They will struggle. They will struggle. Everton would really, really struggle against Southampton. The form one, Salisu Mohammed and our backline would defy all the odds against Man City. Certain top sides be about St. Mary. I'll go for Southampton to win against Everton.
Wow. And the big game, Man City Tottenham. And a big game, man.
Yeah, a big.
Yeah.
A big.
It's hard.
A big from the manager's perspective. From the manager's perspective.
Okay.
Pep Guardiola Conte, Ocean Sadia, a big former Premiership champions. They know the terrain. I think a big game. I'll go for Man City. The last time they played with a strikerless system. I'm not fast striker engineer anymore, and it's been a strategy Pep Guardiola were implementing into or benchy Aguero and how a more a man handle Sporting Lisbon the other time the Champions League. I think it's a general and a big game man. Defensively, Conte try so bear hurting Man City a lot, but for the win, I'll go for Man City win against Tottenham Hotspur.
Later, we other leagues and so
La Liga.
Okay, La Liga. So, but now, Mamin call our Mohammed Ho. Na on your 2 games, Mammy. Men come more than 2.
Yes,
okay?
and one
Premiership room and La Liga. So we over pick Bia.
Yeah. So the Joe Meshasia baby Newton and the ornament, which is Man City Tottenham Hotspur. Seju, after say in October, Man City lose against Crystal Palace. Omoko 15 games, Omo gather 43 points out of possible 45.
Okay.
Nature say, Uyi Southampton, Omo draw na a so recently, a Mohamed Salisu. It me tackle Kevin De Bruyne that dino. City have been winning. Said you out of this game, they've scored 41, conceding only 8. So far this season, one conceded only 14 goals. how Man City has been so high flying. They are beating Obia left, right, center. And quite apart from that, Sergio, 19 games at Manchester City are winning within this Premier League season. Emu 19. Almost first go be winning. Emu 19. So Obekaya first game of the season. These two sides are on share. Emma, Steve Bergwijn shared the only goal of that game. That day, Obekaya, this former Tottenham Hotspur coach, or Conservu decided to catch the City players on the break. And he was able to, I'm talking about Nuno Espirito Santo, he was able to conserve well and he did the trick for him. And Sewasha, within the last 4 encounters, it's been Tottenham winning 3. And Tianuno Betimia banging on that. Guardiola says, you know, and quite apart from that, defensively, Tottenham has been having a lot of problems. Oh, yeah, Eric Dyer, the beer problem. Injury, Oliver Skip, our midfield, Unshedon Huniye, Shavin, Davinson Sanchez at the back line, Jafet Tanganga has been so on yet too flamboyant. MSN Royal, Omoko fan from Barcelona, and so Yenshedon Huniye, even this former Real Madrid guy, Sergio Reguilon, on Shedan yet too much of the playing time. Quite apart from that, Emma Debia creativity, Elaki. Sergio Chesson Humia, Debia previously, Union performances a few way, and now this season, say no Hunu. Son Humia cut off. Hurricane was only 5 goals within this season. And not sure how Tottenham or more performance has seen it. The last time they won against a Premier League champion, home and away, was way back 86-87 season when they did it to Liverpool. Almost Tottenham, almost Manchester City, who were Premier League champions in the first game of the season. Almost say that's the big question. Okay. Conte be finding a lot of problems dealing with the Man City team now. Okay. How they are playing the strikerless system now, they be almost show be and you know the problem at Tottenham be encounter. For me, Sergio, I'm going for a City win. Valencia Barcelona, a big game at the Mestalla Stadium. Sergio, Valencia have been so almost problem, papa. This is one of the teams I Sergio at a point now. Almost dominating over the Spanish Primera Liga, even with the presence of Real Madrid and Barcelona, especially at that time, Hector Raúl Cooper able to that setup. No, so 2000 they were in the finals of the UEFA Champions League, losing against Real Madrid. The following year in 2001, they went again against Bayern Munich. From then, they built upon that Adena Mobility, that project. You know. In 2004, you saw Rafael Benitez taking them to win the UEFA Cup against Olympique Marseille. And they built the squad, they a lot of quality players. From the likes of Juan Carlos Valeron, Usher Rufete, Anguloma, Claudio Lopez, and all these guys are more passing through the ranks. Dani Parejo, Luis Mo, and all the other guys. And the likes of Silva, about Manchester City. But Sergio, Oko within the Primera Liga, La Liga table now, Omo that 12, 8 points difference ended up between Omo and Obia or that 6, which means they are too far from even Europa League spots. Let alone talk of UEFA Conference League and the UEFA Champions League. And Omo Modimbono a few ways said and Sweni cra. Out of possible games, I'm about 24. Omonia only 30 points per. And it shows Valencia more money in shiny. And they are playing against Barcelona. Also, a poor away travelers this season. Out of the games, Abasa Bonina were winning only 3 away games per. Obekai that one at the El Madrigal against the Yellow Submariners of Villarreal 3-1. And Omosa Koshe Real Mallorca 1-0. That day now Samuel Otu, Omoma ni Basa ni Jason Real Mallorca no Chusu Mallorca. And Obesaka de Deportivo Alaves. No, said you. These are the only 3 games Abasa are winning away. A child said Barca Modimoso on the road has been so poor since 2016. Only 1 win per and Abasa Kwakonya El Mestalla. And and said your coach Jose Budalas Ebesheni Mrantiano Obenya problem kaka because there are injury concerns. Jasper Cillessen is not around and it's one of the things I be affecting power. This guy after so leave Barcelona be joining Valencia, he's been high flying, displaying wonderful performances. But Umenya the likes of Carlos Sele, Jose Gayamo, Ubenya the likes of Folkiemo, and then Comet Many Diakabi Mube partner at the back line. Can Goncalo Guedes threat the likes of Eric Garcia and over at the back line of Barca, Dani Alves was suspension due to accumulated cash. Quite apart from that, Piqué and also suspension. So and Yebenya Oscar Mingueza or Babe partner Eric Garcia at the back line, which means there is going to be a deep hole. Quite apart from that, Aro also and so injury concern. So these are the problems that Barca are going to be dealing with. But for me, I think say quite the results and I think say I will go for a draw based on the fact that Valencia have not been performing so well in this season's La Liga season, and also Barca have also been a poor away travelers. And Sawasha, Pierre Aubameyang and Ferran Torres Mobano, these are the guys Amobema Barca hopes kakra at the front line. Recently also Ubenya, some of the other guys are mobile from the ranks, and where this Denmark striker and also about through the ranks now. I think that these are the things I bet Barca win. But to me, I think that me go in for in this game. Sergio, I will go in for a drawn game based on the fact that Barcelona are not being good away travelers this season. Quite apart from that, Valencia also they have a huge problem. Yunus Musamu Sewasha Ferran Torres, a former player of Valencia, Ebeshe Barca JC Ejina game. Quite apart from that, Elijah Moriba Sejo, who is also a former Barca player, Ebeshe Valencia JC Abo game. So these are the games I be expecting. But to me, I'm going for a draw based on the fact that these two sides this season. Sejo.
Well, Entebeko Africa, so and so truly not all that glitters is gold. What a beautiful jersey you are wearing today. So, but they are weak. They don't play anything. If there is a super clash in Accra tomorrow, if there is a super clash in Accra tomorrow between Hearts of Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko, we have also a cliffhanger in Sunyai tomorrow between Bofakwa Tano and Young Apostles. Come what may, Bofakwa Tano will take the 3 maximum points. I know Kumasi Asante Kotoko 2 will crucify Hearts of Oak in Accra. And Nefi, Sunyai, Zongo, Kandahar, and anyway, and so Abrejo. We've seen several great players whose names are being used by others as nicknames. But which player has his name widely used across the world as a nickname by others? I like Mama Sally when Chibanda line and so dear out by and no. Kumasi Asante Kotoko looks overwhelming favorite in their game against Accra Hearts of Oak in Accra. The form of the Rainbow team doesn't obviously make the game a cliffhanger of an encounter, but never discount the Phobians when playing the Porcupine Warriors on any day. Sule Muntari on any day is obviously the element of attraction. I like Mama Sally Afura when she banda line. Them also Mode Abreye no. Yet was our Moshe Kessben television. Sanso and Oshe live Facebook and YouTube Kessben TV. Ohe no na Oshe na Unia and so Enyebi and so Ahe. Kanu of Otek FM. Ewaha na mama nano atum kakra na fi yatwaso ede amakanu bokore
boko boss
kana usiri
ezu boni padi no mpia na zo
wa uza ba wanka sa hunsam dos kakra
ana o da me hunsam dos
sa
omo munnim yie no de mun nsam hunsam dos
omo munnim yie no ati ya ni mu yie no so se
yo ni mu pa se yo ni mu pa
na yo omo munnim ga no munnim hunsam and me minimum pa
e perception e bi so ye I can't say allegation get na man for it
okay do you feel the perception being and am for enya wo ho and allegation so one
perception is the obi atimi dia o say kroma fo nyina mo ye action na me do man
action be
say kakra so
there's what pedi grad ya to so yes what you we are okay
I don't know one of those
betting
20
what
you know na na yanka so pentokwa na se betting
we don't say about ho some no doso or the influence here na me mongram kakra
oh weekend you grab you crowd here interesting said and you can see any top clashes behind but there are some clubs I was say ultimately produce results, especially Manchester United. But I'm call Elland Road against Leeds, old foes. United in Leeds on some day. Yeah, SMP. But since Leeds are returning to the Premier League, I think Man United are dominating more. Yeah, Kyla season Old Trafford, the number of goals are United, and then the opener for this season, so the same venues, United and Sheffield. So, and said a top fixture for Man United. And one easy thing and Man United in Yanda only gonna winning games against teams are need good defense. One of them is Leeds United. So Leeds when they boy the goalkeeper nye natural nyeding but obviously beams on the ball because need any say we say two no share 3 or 3 points no ti we obi anhye wa bit ma share do no for 3 points no and that has been one of those things that me feels affect you negatively because Bielsa team no ain't to mean defend ye and sometimes some wasteful or attack you dangerous but wasteful and you Rafinha now sometimes when you have the chances in clear near now Omotai wasting a lot of chances and then I didn't be against Man United. I trust me Ronaldo Messi goes the and I'm sure one of those games are United but the hype near they now Omai is very simple but means any easy sir because of Elland Road Leeds against United the fans no play major role to a home side no and obviously means and be a very strong fixture for United but hopefully you will not 3 points now go back to Manchester and I think the other one be Spurs our more Man City and City I mean who can this struggling Spurs side beat Makwa City of 5:30 and obviously the City ebe goals some share 2 3 4 goals and likely Spurs beat match those number of goals and obviously 3 points there ebe kai hard there's no way I mean Antonio Conte and the boys and some more caucus any surprise behind there a very straight win for Manchester City and then Barcelona call Mestalla and Valencia kwakobo and Barca team no ayen ho omo nya consistent study omo modern bono enyina so omo hye na ho so mo a bit convincing to be a next match or so mo to aso once the result na done and I feel say one thing I was Javi right so nya consistent results in terms of wins Emma Barca team no they've added the likes of Ferran Torres and Adama Traore and other guys but omo enya impact enough e team ni mu if you say oh make time kakra but for now Barca will continue to produce some of these results draw ne no china wa sheba kwashim no be surprising any there and I expect that to be one of those results I be banyame admit a bit my win for either side because Valencia and Ankasa Munukra no struggle kakra o munsunya consistent is Barcelona na and I feel say Barca put in a little bit of effort e can't your boy against Napoli no there's no way Valencia beat me no boy even though Barca is quite away but I feel Barca is standing the best chance of winning.
Okay. Into other games now, unko for no tiu pa so normally I wanna bobo mo kankra. O say we did go say cuz omo ye ayipa wana. Okay. You very so here. Into your ba other stories are can na wabo na. Okay. Ya hwe de betimi ayiba sesi ya de. Now senior me nim say oni aja ko shen name no.
Ne de ya du kofi.
Ne de ya du kofi o.
Na me kofi edu danso. Pako dance. Oh, okay. Nti enyepe. Amisa wo achire English Nti we
Obo bi studio we attack sa.
Oh, na sa ba so.
So we need ba ko say name. Na
ubenya say
we very popular.
Ubenya say me would on popularity. I can't be him.
Misi me nim say oni say name.
Yen say oye
Edu everything.
Edu Kofi.
And I was everything
Kofi Edu Pako.
Yeah.
So
just.
Diabolic. Tina da me punish you do.
Oh, but you dey. Who's a business also? Oh dear. Me jam me one. Dem about business with bank account.
Kala so cha.
Me okay cha. Kofi Edu Danso, head of marketing, National Sports Authority, Asante Kumasi, Dodona friend senior, our Sika FM. Somebody me no yeah. Na na dia menye so say Sika FM as 17 hour.
No.
Na why na oni no by would I rather be introduced na.
Oh no, onim kasaka.
Bo so boko there.
Emi adumboko.
Na also we.
All right. Your friend is Sayram. Okay. Destiny. Me a manager Emma Hakiba Travel and Tour.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Makwaba.
That's it.
Haboko. What did he back we can patience way?
Part community akonyana community.
Okay. Don't know. Okay. On train. Na mo did you maybe na me bo achina e wo Baba Era Stadium.
Yeah.
the sima kakra member mo kwan kakra na fi mo de ho nsema to bia
okay
it's a friendly match because yeah King Faisal and new Edubiase all right it is say
okay we the Akiba travel and tour and organizes a special match yeah Akiba International Cup ne but I the organizing match and say pese yen Ghanaian clubs no itimi emo mutimi ebo ball free Ghana has time outside eko ball hono nti the ne say ye fi mu hu second phase any new Edubiase omo ne be ye first two teams e be fa de omo ayesa adwumadi nti nyame adoma ochina omo na ye de omo ebi ano na ye ne say ye bobo ni wi a the best team and ye be selected e de omo ti kwan yakọ Europe in April which is Germany
teams no back
the best team
what the confess and I said
Edubiase but the invitation
team no nyina na be ko no be winning no wow
yeah and I Kingfisher players in Kwana ye fa ko e be best players ni bi aka Kingfisher team ni ho the reason is
match na wi ahemfo na omo ye qualify say mo do omo be ko
tina me can we say the best team
yeah best 11 okay okay
yeah the omo ko na omo ko compete with other teams for Europe two countries are selected Germany, France and Belgium those three countries and now with the motive say scouting teams bit maba abehe players ni bi modern bona on pese omo to players ni bi so a on bitimi ato na the ebese the council ne say supporters e bitimi aka ye ho ne akọ akwantu no nti ochina nyame adoma 6 p.m. and match no ebe sha say
after kotokone had to for game
yeah
we no beba so after light never okay I see senior
yes my boss
na who something say boy mu kakrai
the reason why I
mean best 11 modom be 2 kwan dey nya say adeketo
enya issue ketwa o issue super na the reason why NSC eba me say omuni park be boss match no was
okay
na say follow on national stadium abaye si aye ne hweso
yeah
anti eden krata bae eba sa okobe konkran koye ho le legal yi nyina koye bibia na nkran notify say o mrante ayi Akiba eni abekasa nti mo on kwa sebo ne omudi komo na mo wa omo de omo hwe nyina nti didi nkomo a na won say akoye say on na organize de but ye be yent say de ya ne big clubs here we are now draw function statement because if we are to tell them to rent ya na ne boy den do when we are project no na waje misika nyina ye mpede santi akoye say percentage wise yeah no makasa me BSc
okay
so we have become partners in the deal so that there na entity ejai mo nko say once you are a partner you must also play a role in ensuring that the thing becomes successful that is how come NSC so ebam na you see I've looked and I've read about a union papa be na friend Jean Philippe Martin Durand no but Olympic Marseille Abedipele time
okay
he is part of this whole year because papa no say because he's in Ghana
okay
which is very authentic so there who say
like a whole national sports authority put them wa jim there
yeah not just say you understand and well when we emranti and I come to ding because of COVID almighty COVID but when it comes to sports tourism we are sports tourism now be new na and one sem no there because you have to allow the sportsmen to travel omo de omo konto ni ade na say we kwa koto mi nua wo Djokovic wo Australia he had been there but na say offer protocols be on person of tennis kwa yamanamo but others played in spite of the COVID nyina no nti sports in there utimi di tu kwan kakra so this is the chance for supporters some so because some also can be say the supporters be but minua ye tu kwan wo tu kwan we say there say oko akoputu in your application the body no to be say na say match here muslim kwakoboyi ye bobi wa hakra de so ne nipa no so sana moko o ticket ade hwe bi we so if you have your match day ticket no say all file for you na attach say match kwa ye bo preliminary and sana ye koi now ticket ni it makes issues very simple
okay
that is why I am I am telling a supporters they say they should come. Wow, open going to where a chance. Right. As a supporter, what the beko. Nanye, we ticket ni eka
ticket is number first one. Selected supporters on BDH.
Yeah. Ticket no. One key thing.
Okay.
Oba na so person kobia on the obeye but kodu na ni ticket na bro ni say untimi nkobia na no enye hakiba asem
entino kwabe na mfa so ambe select supporters no mo tickets ma twabo ato so dem bagie ne wan anyina ya
okay tickets ni price ni 10 cedis 20 cedis and 30 cedis
10 cedis 20 cedis 30 cedis
for
okay 6 p.m. Number watch na after Heart of Oak
now what is floodlight na se bono nefe was it yeah floodlight they said you also what are they quite changing no data kwa na ayam no
next time I invite you na me won say me brebe
minimum
no be twetwe ho komo
we invite me
national sports
and our person yen kan wo no
se ma hodo bebre ba nye wa ha
so you bet ma kan ani mo
ko twetwe ma
ai minia
Monique member we so na ye dey rapport Monique Kumasi Asante Kotoko nhihye ne ya kosi sen
mpanifu ahia mu hia wi no
NSC ni Kotoko
ahia
Kumasi Sports Stadium
mpanifu mi no ahia dey DG eni Kotoko see o ma hia but details no I dey and sanka but minim say positive
yen hwani mu
yen market we say miscommunication
sila na sentia senya nya
anya adwuma da no ma SIT penifo ni hia bibia be
all right afi yen hwe de betwa to na ye pede
ye di twa to ne say nyame admatch no bi amra o meto ticket na on hwe match no ba ye hwe match ni bi nyame admatch na Monday Tuesday ne be stress say wow yes serious person team no to kwan no bro office na bra be register because visa process no wakakra until what's our band no be registration no Monday Tuesday you say what promise and that's why we have say account to no ni team no ebeko and countries near 3 ni no o ba na be choose country a say oni team ne eko ntimi nkom yensa ni na ana more sanso ye Schengen until likely say ye ko through those states now bit me any na at all those 3 countries no and so we inquiry be a obeso yenso so a number o has say bit me afre 0244 219 863 0244 219 863 and at 0244 057 245 0244 057 245.
King Faisal versus Kumasi. Sorry, King Faisal versus New Edubiasi. Kumasi Sports Stadium. Senior Medasi. And how the
the American said this is a chance for the youth. Okay. Oh, person took right now. This is a very good chance for you. But Toby, who did 30 cities every match? Maybe one to coin. I think it's not a big deal.
All right. Now, but China don't mean in the Majidis and on the supporters bed doors of power by a stadium.
What can some more?
Don't get any never.
I remember 30.
Yeah, that's a
no, yes, that's a papa. You have always been good to me, and I appreciate that.
Oro uni masem too by because Kalisia do the sorry for Musuko. All right. Say ye be Africa kakra na ya be de koso enso ewo Africa ha na ya bagana na de twa so bia no enso ho nsem ye de abra mu nyina mu nim say baba Accra Sports Stadium Heart of Oak any Kumasi Asante Kotoko big game. Yensha Africa enso kakra Champions League games ahodo also na CAF Confederation games ahodo group stage you know Amazulu Benny McCarthy so record and first ever win wow
group stage this is the first time we into Africa and Kasa Kobida and Sejo on their way to the group stage they eliminated almighty TP Mazembe before being able to reach the group stages and so last week they went all the way to Morocco at the Mohammed V Stadium. Eko luzu 1-0 against Raja Casablanca. But yet, Sejo, omode no etu omochi. Enwa, Sejo, Mamela Gono, it was so phenomenal. And Sejo, Washa, they've added some experienced guys on their ranks. And I think that's the one of the things, Ebwam. So Bekaya, Augustine Mulenga was part of Orlando Pirates team 2 years ago. Sejo Mukofan no buy. Tapelo Zoki was with Kaiser Chiefs Omokofane by and quite apart from that this goalkeeper de Equatorial Guinea bar the AFCON Jean Anom Sejo also a part of the team. And so with Benny McCarthy, who has gathered a lot of experience when he playing days, Osadi be remu into coaching this. And say Joe, I think say why there 2 games after say Omabo in the group stages, no, even though they lost 1-0 against Raja Casablanca away last week, and no, they've been able to beat Horoya 1-0. And no, omu boy Juma pa. And no, uwe Molaye Sila, uwe Salif Koulibaly, former defender of TP Mazembe Nadia Lali. No, we have here with Chirono. And I think say Mamela go no komunya video no it was a back flick no omu yi pull out na no yi back flick no. And it was a very good result for Amazulu. Say your pitch on suko draw against Al Hilal. And majority of guys now omu free AFCON na ba esa kobo the FIFA Club World Cup no. Omu ina boy. Hamdi Fati, Aliou Dien, Amar El Solaya. These were the guys who are the main men at early midfield no. And then omu ina bobi. And Mohamed Dani was there, Ali Malou was there, Yusuf Ibrahim was there, Mohamed Abdel Monem, that Egypt 2 J's no on the back line. No. But you need to credit Al Hilal goalkeeper no. Mohamed Abu Ali Eshrain. Oh yes, some wonderful saves. And we are one of the things a keeper Al Hilal will game no more. So washa Al Hilal game na omo be in that game against Kotoko last season. Some of omo players omo di omo buy. Obekai Mohamed Ali Abdurrahman, Vini Bongonga, the Obeshe Kotokola season, against Al Hilal. Unze sejo matono amana ko Esperance de Tunis. But Wali Din Khidr, the likes of Abdul Ajagun and Ibrahim Mustafa, who is one of the new strikers from Nigeria. Ediababe passing through the ranks and also about him no. Gerald Fury is also one of the guys. Mohamed Ouattara was also part of the back line of Al Hilal last season. Mobile against Kotoko. But they gave Al Ahly a very good one for their money. We said Nanka last week now, as I said, Al Ahly about my first game, the group stages no. But due to now mobile FIFA Club World Cup no, I feel no more my first game. So a more outstanding game against El Merreikh no is been postponed to 7th match. I so. And so Joe, and 2 important games, CR Belouizdad and Esperance de Tunis. A very, very big game. Last season, CR Belouizdad, they were one of the surprise packages of the CAF Champions League. No? They were in a group, I remember, with Mamelodi Sundowns, Al Hilal and TP Mazembe. They came second and they were able to reach the quarterfinals before being left out. And Karim Aribi, Kotokoni etol du sel Okruma, Obebobi, 3-0 Moshe Kotokonu, he scored twice that day, or a part of CR Belouizdad team. No? Ahmed Gasmi and Amr Sayud. Sergio Mubema Esperance a good one for their money. Esperance last week a 4-0 win against Joanin Galazi. Anayo Iwala, one of the guys Amukofano from Nigeria and Yimba, and also Precious Boa Honum, former guy of Dreams FC Munina, and Esperance, Sergio Radi Jaidi and all the touchline. This is one of the players I gather a lot of experience. Obeka in 2000, Wabra Sofu Kekoshomono, no a part of Esperance backline. In 2004, when Tunisia were winning their one and the only AFCON title, no a part of the team, no. And Wakokochi Southampton under 23, Wakokochi Bolton Wanderers, say wafani nim die any BBI free Abuche no Ababe Boy Esperance. Sergio it be a very, very big game. In the Confederation, Sergio, ASEC and RS Bekano, a very big game. Last week, Obekaya ASEC, Eko Luzu against Simba, 3-1. And Omoba another big game against RS Bekano, which is also a former champion. In 2020, it was RS Bekane, this team that defeated the Pyramid FC of Egypt. And on their touchline is one of the experienced coaches watching a deal on the continent in Florent Ibenge. This is the coach or the AS Vita Euremu into the finals of the CAF Champions League in 2014. Also, Uremu into the finals of the CAF Confederations Cup 2018. We gather a lot of experience coaching the main Democratic Republic of Congo national team. No, on the touchline of RS Bekano. This is Wabra.
Me didn't go work at okay. Na yebeba never be twaso e de amamo enya sam kitu akra. Me call coach Kwesi Sefa Ebenezer Kwesi Sefa e wala no so ma me drink work akra bi titru ever heart of folk any Kumasi Asante ko game ebeba so e wo Accra Sports Stadium. Coach Sefa, good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, ohun ya de.
Ya me bisu sia me.
Adosunko awo Edema Ghana Police enti no mesan ebu abaso ho pa
Onam kwan so omo bo ho ban. Ewie o anaju omo bo ho ban. Nti ani nya se oboka police for. Na uniform na eni za wo she.
All right. Yamfa no so NC high. Yebako Heart of Oak any Kumasi Asantiko game eba so Accra Sports Stadium no. Na kakra bi on league ya first round no ND no. Who ne say what says teams no performance and levels and bibia no. Say na who no first round ND no.
So Joe me that say, I'm share with you for no pay. I never share for. Like I say, I live up to expectation. Teams na ni padodo na any much no. I want more than especially between United. For me, first round, like I say, between United, I bought more than papa. And they have one of the best goalkeepers in the league. And Joe, I always share goalkeeper and stars. For me, Idrisu of between United stands tall to all the goalkeepers in the league. And also between United performance. Although Kumasi Asante Kotoko this season, no, everything has favored Kotoko in terms of their team size, in terms of their team play, in terms of the cohesion play, in terms of individual brilliance, in terms of the technical, tactical changes, the kind of things that Kotoko does on the field of play, no, is exceptional this season. But Oshe team between United from nowhere. A player like John Samuel Osei as a centre backer, and then Kaubo has another Kotoko. Can he do that? Because of say between United, a smaller club, people are not watching him. Look at the number of goals that Washe has many as 8 goals in the league. He's one of the key players in the league. Like if Anadila last season at Kotoko, a lot of injuries. But this season, you know, with coupled to Francis Kenny in Northwood for between United, no, has been awesome. So, captain Kofi Agbesina. This is a team. Obia so say na omo go. Oshe on my away record and on home record. It is difficult for the team to lose a game at home. And Oshe on my away record, so it has been excellent. And yeah, no, Oshe the kind of game omo use omo laterals. Say that Kotoko a ball with wing backs, no. The team has been phenomenal. Yes, in as much as Ediana S struggle, no, based on their position on the league level, no, almost some crucial points in the league, but yes, still, no, they still fight and they still stand strong in the league. From the Diama side, no, in the number of matches almost from the beginning of the league, we said time at changes of a hand, a coach by now, we said the Bria, the Diama, any ball or mobile. The first league now you're going to do first on it. So me as a person, because a team like Invader are now on struggle with relegation last season. Upon home on the but something went wrong. He went off, but he's gradually coming up. So maybe any goes that I should give on Kotoko ball. Doom Park, it was virtually between Gold Stars and of course their friend Razak Abalula. Who should give money has to put a boy or the same venue. In as much as the Omu game away, no, should give money as good a ball of Wasi. As good team, no, as good team under Thomas Gia. So they play so well, but at the end of the day, the president Newton. But at the end of the day, no, decision making on the part of the players, no, not Oma Kosu team let down. I mean, they create a lot of chances and they hardly put the ball at the back of the net. But at that so who's the ice go a flow from defense to move forward to attack. Excellent display. As of as the defending champions, no air struggle. Yes, Ubia share Kotoko has moved to 1 point. But at the back of the league is not has or Kumasi Asante Kotoko. There are other clubs between Kotoko and between 6 points as it stands now. So people think say yeah, a has or a friend is a Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Chelsea are getting that. Ediana are getting that. Wow, stars are getting that. And these games are moving. The only have to put another Kotoko. So the possibility of another soccer in terms of winning the league, you know, it can happen based on the performance of especially between United. And for me, Wafa, disappointing Kakra because last season Prosper Ogun now as many as 8 players every team and we don't really mean Wafa say among top players they do normally promote young players more mobile system. Now mobile system they try to augment the effort of the senior players no more team, you know, and let we could do Yadoma or team no all do as much as possible say with his experience never Wafa struggle because them Kwalani team in to do it. So for me, it feels that the dynamics of the first round of the league, we are yet to see the better of most of the clubs in the second round of the league. But for me, it has lived up to expectations with the best performance in the league is Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And based on their performance, the kind of recruitment of one particular player, not one and also power Kotoko, Sharif Mohammed. And because we bought Sharif because so Steadfast Division 1 and Gagua. All the man Ishaku Fatao is in Steadfast. At a point, Gagua is as a right back, as a midfielder, as a pivot, and also as a striker. Also 8 goals. But in Kumasi Asante Kotoko, I can't go keep in any striking player. Area coach Prosper Edenebatu. If you want to play now a difficult amount, Richard Godu Agada in the pivot position, and of course, Richmond Lamptey. And then people that didn't mention Fabio Gama. And I say upon it because Richmond Lamptey is giving them the kind of play, the kind of option, the kind of spaces in the third half of the foot when Budasilu is straight on the foot of play. And the inclusion of Justice Blake Rama, Adena is very difficult to make, but every player in Kotoko today, any chance that you will give you up the best. The first 2 games in the season were also, but look at the 3 games of Alabama Kotoko, an exceptional performance. And it tells you how our Emma Kotoko team, so Frank Mbella and George Fady. Frank, one shot here. Out of the 12 matches now, watching 11 goals and play or you're very quick, decisive. In the box, Joe is a difficult player to handle because he knows how to position himself and he also knows how to score a goal. And player moving into space without the ball is the most dangerous player on the foot of play, and that is Frank Mbella has been doing for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So on the whole, no matter say, Joe, first one is
okay.
And I'm still expecting better performance from the class because mind you, say class media is signing just to augment their squad. They are signed Darlington Fusu from Karela. Almost Jean Veta, former player of Karela. And of course, Oko between United, Godfrey Esiama, and most of the guys are also going to teams we need to do. It's going to be very difficult come this next week. I ever second round. So for me, the first round has been very good for Ghana football.
Coach, new entrants, RTU, Accra Lions, Gold Stars. Say on performance, no.
But if Accra Lions, for instance, Accra Lions are qualified by premium, no? As many as 10 players were sold. How about premium? 10 players. It's almost a share league. Not see players. Almost all the people almost try. Almost division 1 about premium. Almost 10 players. Players are the ball. Joe,
you see.
And that is their philosophy, and that is what they do. The premiership is not their style. I know where you are. Oba Abokobi, Oba share a project on my year. Now the kind of anything about Kutuba in terms of some the technical director and more. In terms of players or woman and under Atala or right to visit every player and try to learn whatever the player is doing. Also try to maybe so they report but their performance on the whole no do and bad. So the last 6 minutes in Kamu experience front and come for goals. Because with wing back, that is Christopher, a champion or right back or share number 40 days or about the right wing back or no, and I friend says Fatah or share number 11 days or about the left wing back. These are the players the key players of Accra Lions. And also again, I'm not going to boy. I wouldn't. I'm not sure 14 days in no for. You also know how he exposed the Kotoko defenders. It tells you say but inexperience because of the philosophy of more player in different. Oh no, you're gonna call. If you almost consistency, team. But for me, and you're bad at taking years to Division 1, but no put to have such performance, irrespective of their position on the league. I think they've been very good. But up to you. After say David Abagina could play or blast, and I say call blast, I'm on performance my nothing because on the ball, once I take to game number 1-1. Coach Tanko Eka said, Shaibu Tanko Eka said, they have built the team around David Abagina, and which I think that it was wrong for him to have said they build the team around one player. And then I call so because as a no shoulder with 8 goals until say if we have fun about no be pan to say a figure best ball 2 hat-tricks or the Akapa say a friend is saying Frank Mbella upon 11 goals. But out you had, they are doing very well. I mean, good football. Sadat Mohammed or say 8 JC, is one of the box to box for the whole league. Look at the strength, his height, his pace, and his composure when he has the ball. And for me, in the RTUs, I'm going to try as much as possible. Say, after that, I'm going to lose to Mediama. I'm going to Green FC air draw. I'm going to Carolina air draw. I'm going to go air draw. I'm going to have very difficult there. In as much as say, look at the performance on the ball. So unless the coach has to try as much as possible, say, or best to find and stand up because David Abagana will be out for a while. Other than that, they will struggle the way I almost struggle. But on the whole, some performance may get bad. The game goal starts. I think that Michael say I signing Principal Kwajiman from Mediama or the second goal man or Boasi. And I think they get bad. Farouk Adams from Mediana as a centre back as well as team. Now we have players or more gaining experience because also almost game and also almost transition. And at the end of the day, sometimes there are decision making and also about tactics. Some of the players, it takes time for them to understand tactics of a coach. And for me, I think that come the second round, I'm sure we are going to see a better performance from the Daily Ghost. But on the whole, we share all positions on the Ghana League Log in the first one. I think that they've not been bad at all. They've been able to come and also make a case for themselves. How the Ghana Premier League.
Okay, yani coach Sifa, Biniza coach Sifa, and I actually Komoi. Coach, now players be how more disappointed wa na now we expect some baby kakraka. Our first round no when who amokra.
And so okay, so share this and men coming see the word holistically because for commercial and Jacob, we share players or more Ishmael Ganu, Mubarak, Moro, Christopher Neti has been excellent. It is a for normal baby to do. Usha, almost one more. If you ever not do it, but to say why not? Every single player of Scotland is doing his best. It's a competition. What team know a solid stadium and had his chance. Only an injury kakra, a half a buy. It is playing, and on the whole, it tells you say almost very strong. What team is the king creator? Almost 30 years. But I mean, one player or yeah disappointed with the Osman Ibrahim, and I was expecting Osman to jail because okay, loan or call king creator. The last time he was the one scoring for them, calling the back and the muscle, but he was not used. But this is when he expected to obey excelling more in the team of King Fraser. Wayu, Mauli Wayu, Baba Yaya in the team. A very excellent and jubilant also up front now, Eboa. But Osman Ibrahim for me has disappointed me very well. And also the United, I think I say Hafiz Konkoni disappointing because the player. They said do playing against us for last season. We're transferring almost a year or almost a season. I think gradually, or but games are he has not impressed me. That is Hafiz Konkoni. And of course, over Accra House of Poker, Mekacho Kufikodi has disappointed me in the return of free Manani Baye in the Champions League of House of Poker. In the performance of Putu, I expect Kufikodi to do more than what he's doing. But for me, the first one of the league, Kofi had disappointed me, Kakra. And Oshe gives us there, in as much as they also more turn, we should say Ibrahim Disa. And then, of course, a friend is saying, Samuel Boachi, I will feel everyone the second team more Dreams FC. See, you know, your friend is everyone that he was their talisman. But of course, Dreams FC, first 11, I had the Amano. Again, watching from Mediama, a bit more House of Folk, being him how Samuel Bodu, a band critically say, free Mediama, or the Atlantic and the Bayern. No, being say, or Baba over the House of Folk attacking play, and I say, there are goal scoring problems from the left side of attack. But on what to assume, and these are key players, I was just saying, Omar disappointing me this very season, in the first one of the Ghana Premier League.
Oh, okay. In the Uber Brepa, you push you as a selected best 11 first round now. Uber
Remember, but one Shemasi.
Manya day.
One Shemasi.
I'm fine, Shemasi.
Yes, only Shemasi and commit my yama because players do positions you on man. It depends on the system. How pressure over. Take me first 11. You find say.
Our foul system being a pet players for Bob
Mamma. And then I make a sure say do Semefa first 11 very very difficult. Unless they be over Ubodi. Yes, but a very, very difficult. In as much as I got to confusing on we, your friend is in Budafiri, we wish Malantia. Of course, we look at Impella and George Airborne home. But at the end of the day, David Abagana has no further of 8 goals, by the time I caught last account, he was on top. And when it comes to the Ghana Premier League first one now, you cannot pick a team without a first own competition. Obviously, Oakland has scored 8 goals for Bechel United as an auxiliary player in the team. And these are key players. So unless they percent about the 4-1-4-1 system or the 4-3-3, the 4-2-3-1, it depends on how I go about it. So before they started the second round of the league, Yambo has to make a match. You will be able to put up a splendid first 11 and then probably substitutes. Another amount for anybody on go.
Oh, okay. When are we picking as a goalkeeper? Best goalkeeper in the first round?
The United goalkeeper.
Idrisu?
Yes.
Oh, okay. The you say local goalkeeper, Emmanuel Akodom Black Stars.
I'll recommend him straight away.
Wow. In the second round, the expectation is surprise you now. Say ya never call.
Though surprise is this number. Because when it comes to the Ghana Premier League, most of the time, first one on is very intensive. But watch the positions of the clubs, and the points go that apart from Kotoko, what you between six now. As it stands now, surprise is that based on the inclusion, anytime it's not my own. And the coach is also really other teams, So Dr. Prosper Uguna, can be against Accra Lions, can say. And now when you player man if you see one more ball which Molanti or wide, not our problem because Accra Lions say dominating things, but after say introduce you, which I go to Agada, Emma Lanti, Ebefa, that particular attacking midfield role, Kotoko came into the game and also began to play. And Social Kotoko team now is very, very, very decisive when a Japan and then Moro. Kotoko both opponents 18 Bia from Moro and I say Japan. So if the opponents are also watching and they're also reading the Kotoko game, that's the Kotoko entity and vary from that particular system now, something can happen. Between United, about with 5 months for this. They play with 5 months for this. And of course, we shall go from Machana. I mean, we shall be to say, I know I should go. August, no class, go like if I regular. The kind of aspects that why your team very wonderful. How to put I introduce you, your friend is Dennis Corsa. This is the first game was against RTU. He's not a bad player, a player who can give you the attacking play. Shana Randy Ebuka. The channel of supplies for how to cook in the first last season league number boy now. Omonya Dennis Corsa. And of course, we should Abdul Aziz. An excellent passer of the ball, a very pivot, a very good player in midfield. And for him to play 78 minutes against our team, before that with time, so when your match is one, Sule Mutali will be useful for Accra House of Folk. And so that the can things will be signing. And probably the first 5 matches of the second round of the league, will determine if Kotoko will go all out or probably there will be another chase. So probably the last 5 matches, but for now, they make us say Hearts and answer Kotoko because between Hearts and Kotoko is 12 points, but between Kotoko and Bichim, 6 points as it stands now. But when was the last time Kotoko showed Bichim? And Usha match now Kotoko became ball Kumasi now. Like I said, ref how about Bichim because that's foul on the friend of the Avignon, Emmanuel Avignon by Ishmael Gani should have been a straight red card to Ishmael Gani, and that caused the Bechel United for Samuel Boateng to score that beautiful goal in the second half for the FNSL. Kotoko to score by 2-0. For me, sometimes they always share the position of the Bechel United. Game ball baby any goal start. Game Olympics boy and play the positions of the referees in here. I don't think they can be same any Kotoko they have 6 points for now. So though they may be surprises, but it depends on how our teams will be each other. Now I'm going to go into the second round of the league in the first 5 matches of the second round of the league. Yo.
Wow. Coach Ebenezer Sifa, winning local game, a channel, Ghana. I'm saying, I don't know. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, a scout. I did trophies. I got Ash Gold. I got the trophies. And then Nema Hodo be break. Your chairman Rose Abrefi and so.
Odamasi 80 years.
80 years.
Yes, yeah, member back 5. Now I was saying,
Ma, it's a week as a Kumasi Asante Kotoko, a overwhelming favorite. I wouldn't be arguing. Intra. Kotoko, baby, almost down league anymore, and your performance, So because I'm here, favorite.
I'm saying, yes, favorite is only a favorite. No two ways about it. Kotoko has to folk team your money in the ball Ghana has there before kick off. 2 teams me a favorite. Because of the quality, because of the size, because of the strength, and because of the history. The Kotoko and Half ever be kiki ball be now my favorite. Now as to say Kotoko assign a bobo Kotoko assign actually maybe became an example as it stands now, what should became 6 points. Obama became increases only quality in depth. But while Star didn't have quality in depth, he won the league. That season he won the league. And he was the only team of called the Marco Diana. He won the league. I Chelsea by G League. Diana by G League. But that's what I say. It's also 2 new year. And also the same players now, Joe. They are very young players, especially Painting Dodi, the 16-year-old Painting Dodi. When you watch the Champions United playing home or away, you will love that. It is almost 2 new year. That's the Kotoko Koye, Trimude, that's a Bukema, Joe, Obinaye. Kotoko as a stance now, the family maybe just can't Kotoko say they are famous because they are on top of the league and they are playing very well and they can manage it to the end of the season and win the trophy. But all depends on the other clubs and Kumasi Asante Kotoko and
Oh, okay. Now to the big game. Accra Sports Stadium, Nkofoboa Ochina, Hatofo Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Who game is a coach?
Do match a befe. Na many aji hon say if na bom mo the referee no mo yi no. I mean in Centronia said do na dwuma bie. Na ohwe okọ the Twitter handle na say ohwe how supporters engage no na the way on no it tells you that he's ready for the game. Game say na me share referee no. Sometimes no some decisions be or one man ana ebebe wa je no tia so na assistant the dynamics of the game. And those are na let's look at Accra so as a defending champions though. The last House of Folk game of Belusu home, you know, very difficult. Under some body, very difficult. But also has and cut off. Even if it's a form guy and Kaho, even if it's a form guy, Joe, there are instances that form guy and there are instances where form guy any Juma. Yes. You look at examples of form guy that I Juma. They do also a form guy in there, Juma, so let you know the only form number they need. But it's a matter of character and the attitude of the players on the field of play. Yo, players no be not part of my class of folks say, of course, Richard Atta will be imposed. I mean, Fatah with the captain, Dennis Corsa from Ebusiando, Wabo against Kotokoda. Wabo Tia has to folk Nankasada, Washa Kotokoda, Washa has to folk that last season, yeah. Your friend was blaster, Dennis Corsa. So it should tell you how quality he is when he's playing for a team. I mean, your friend is a new team, because only now is more and he knows the quality that this player possesses when he's playing your team. If he's going to play the left back, yes, Matisse has been more alert and Roberta de Bra, and then Anthony and now we training. The training with House of Folk, very solid. Yes, there is someone who could play or family, but and then also training and training and upon your mind shake up. They're all part of the team. If you ever say more alert and your friend is Roberta do with the experience that they've had in the House of Folk matches. Though, and young one season, 2 seasons, they played it, so they have it. But the problem I have with Menyae, almost 50 on the sense I almost missing a photo and it's mononated. How to put a struggle to combine Tamogodu, Ishawabu, Salim Adams, and of course, Salif Ibrahim, he's out of the game, glancing our pool, Amankwa Befi. These are guys on my bar, all trying to blend your move 50 on them. I mean, Caleb Amankwa is recorded, all the but a certain Abdulaziz, you see. And the U23 now, he was a key member of the team. He's a good player, passer of the ball. And so that there will be an team on the ball. Like he's not easy to push over from Vision FC to Accra House of Folk. What can see 1 season because of injury. But he's back. This is his about the second game against RTU. Anyway, he performed very well. Salim Adams is coming up. We're going in the trademark 20-25 yards, second ball specialist in the midfield for House of Folk, and of course, glassing our coup on a big game. With House of Lions, with Bekum Chelsea, keeping Mazembe into our big heart for a big game like this. Until say we are chemistry in midfield. I mean, Obiti said, and Sabote with Liberty Professionals, or boy Kotoko, but against Kotoko, Nankasa, or with a Futu Nete and Onankasa and Sabote. So these 4 players, Amabo and Sabote glancing our coup, Salim Adams, and then Abdulaziz are going to play the midfield for House of Folk. And a diamond 4-4-2 with Obin Jr. and of course Efie Bani up front. Efie Bani who is all back and I must not do one fano, no the bar to take who punishment or the mark and the barrel to last season. No being the Kotoko on home, but a loss of concentration Oh, Habib Mohammed, a former Kotoko center back. No, Kotoko, one goal. So this is a player, Joe, I can say, yes, defenders, I'm not committee, is one of the best in the league. And of course, Obinzinia, since I know Fitness, Salamina, Kotoko, so okay, Kumasi, that penalty, Yajitia, Nes Salamina, people like Babo, penalty, okay. Yes, Obinzinia was the player who was tormenting Kotoko defense. And Oba has to go, Kotoko Biano, he doesn't give up. He doesn't give up our power. He's got the strength. And now he's got the pace. 1v1 situation. If these two players are going to play, the difficulty is that Kotoko two center backs, only Kotoko problem. So once Kotoko goes, we don't know what consider the two center backs, Shelima Sharks go out, almost consider from the flanks. Almost now you have a pin more to against Accra Lions. Bassett, the striker for Accra Lions, across from the right. If Christopher, a champion, a player number 40 for Accra Lions, only now, you have moving in Bono. So it tells us that Kotoko defenders, two center backs, Ganu and Ishmael, and Ganu and Mubarak. When you commit, especially Mubarak with the ball, Joe or Fambo, and this is where I foresee that the likes of Augustine in Japan and then Moro. The strength of Kotoko is Moro, Ibrahim, because Bob Bia or best forward Biano has to get into the penalty box of the opponent. And of course, Frank Imbella and George Nteje. George, you know what I would say, or energy players no more calculation because he comes back and he's the supply channel to Kotoko balls or machine in our boxing. A lot of them. That is George. He's one key player. And he just also team now. Yes. 4-3-3 for Kumasi Asante Kotoko or the 4-4-2 Diamond. Also for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. As to say the ball Afuakwa on the left for Frank and then George, the next saying it's going to be between Justice Gray and then of course Sheriff Mohammed. Omuba Akone Bay pivot. And then of course Mudasiru on a fit Mudasiru is the key for Kotoko in Norfolk. Which one Lamte? Why did that? Against Allies? So Joe, it's going to be a 4-0 against a 3-0. It is a Kotoko last class, when a Japan will go or when Moro will go. And I'm telling you, Kotoko has to focus a certain Dennis Corsa. Me say, your friend is a Newton, and analyzing on Emma, and move on the kind of player I may want to want them. Has to focus Patao. He has gained the experience in as much as the performance from he's the captain for the side on a very good day, though. He's a very tough customer to handle. So game in India, Joe, everything favors Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But matches between Kotoko and Hasoko, Joe, it is difficult for the players on the field to lose a slight concentration. They will be punished. It is this match in there. Like I said, Kotoko stands as favorite. But they say, Omunya Ashimi, they are playing Accra Hasoko.
Wow. Kotoko, Eluku, was a favorite, eh?
Yes, they are favorite. But
okay.
Omunya Ashimi.
But Omunya because they are playing against Accra Hatchfolk.
Of course.
Oh. Coach, you better say, and then pay.
You we are not playing.
Me from there. Maybe we for ne.
Chief Inspector is bank amount.
Get out. All right. Coach, so far, I don't know. Chief Inspector Chrono. Over message in the mouth. Nafa. Why? That's a pa. Some how do Atuja and there are no pay. Our Kessben 93.3 live on Kessben Television, also Facebook live, Kessben TV also and a YouTube live Kessben TV. Oh here no na oh share amaunia and so at me I should be. Okay, Isaac Amponsa ewa ono and communication director Eddie Emma Brekum Chelsea na yanka Chelsea asem and P. If I start some matches pa baso we anyone in Asia or more Asian prince why any favorite a munsma who do be so abranti onya sam keto I said out on Safreno o ma hwe Kumasi Asante Kotoko any Accra Heartful game and my all right, but before say me Isaac bedi enkomo no Newton me ba ho na fi what the I school kakra. Okay, the afa game no. Kanu enso na was it a perception? And the news or allegation. Where allegation of what it to be. Yeah. Don't be any no creepy afa no. It does say perception and say allegation.
You want me bad.
Now be so bad.
That's the perception around.
Okay.
I mean, you're bad.
Because you're bad. No. We're bad. We're bad. I can't man go for what you say.
You what the champs not.
Oh, get out. Okay, Newton.
General.
Yes,
General. Yes, summing up the season throughout games are both teams and Obia Bob and I pick out few things now and discuss. General on the screen no. Yanti can analyze the host team Hasselhoek. And more defensive strength, how generally throughout the season, more transition back into more defensive blocks. And at this point, more allowed. This was a game I played against Ashgold, and Osha from midfielder Emerson Chroma, covering about 60 yards and on 4 steps per second. More Jano man travel into the attack. And this is Hasselhoek, a more drop here by each. Sometimes you really need to find out a more lose concentration, especially in defensive transitions. A more opponent in Kromuna and yeah, or more back into their blocks. How a more organized more to be an credit them. They try to create a lot of holes. At this point, also my jai Isaac Opoku say on try no on view where Obetimi send a very good cross and Obetimi understanding Emerson Chroma continues to move from center midfield into the defensive line of Hasselhoek without taking much notice of the players' positioning and the movement. And this is Hasselhoek. Usually, when say no, now an attacker and I say your position you take certain clue out of it, and this is it. Usually, say also Hasselhoek from this point from a throw in and Ombelusu born in right in their midfield. And the Banasana defensively more try some better transitioner. And they left one single defender at their back line from a throw in for Hasselhoek. And Omalusu born and defensively they couldn't recover. 3 defenders in HC but at this point, and I tell who say on Brown, I say the defender James who say on no cover set or say movement, and I say on train attack. And this is Hasselhoek in defensive transition. Usually, Omulusu born in midfielder. How to recover no general yana ayasempa and a B and a screen so against Ashgold. Obetimi pick a lot of samples where defensive blocks were cut down, were broken down into pieces. Oh, she Hasselhoek team one. Omulusu ball in the final third trying to recover. No more spaces in more BA for the opposition. Once a baby at left back and any right back in the they create a lot of loopholes within their back line and say, oh, share, oh, screen as well. These are some of the situations Hearts would have to deal with, especially playing against a very, very good opposition. And Osha, a more defensive organization, it raises a lot of questions against Wafa. 2 attackers of Wafa. Now count to how many players of Hasselhoek in a watch. This is against WAC of Morocco. They went to press, but not pressing comparatively. Elifie Hasselhoek backline in exposure. And at this point, WAC, it will create chance. It creates a lot of panic on attack. And similar situation. How to create contact situations for Hasselhoek a problem. How to press in compact issues. Kofi Kojimkwan press it. And they sent the ball back to the WAC goalkeeper. And that long ball broke down the whole Hasselhoek defensive structure and it raised a lot of questions. Say, but against a counter-attacking team, so look at it. From a 4-2-4, a 4-3-3, none of the structures they cater for Hasselhoek, especially without the ball. And they conceded by pressing. Ball no. Now, how can you concede? But Hasselhoek conceded from this situation. General, you move on to Hasselhoek midfield, how the shape has always been. The diamond formation now is very consistent from last season, but on this occasion, we want some more 3 midfielders: Awako, Ushao, Abu, and our midfielder, and of course Salifu. Usually, also when you diamond where you have 4 midfielders, and try to create a lot of strength in midfield. Ushao Abu, one solid midfielder, Amokofane Fibrikum Chelsea by trying to plant his feet within the Hasselhoek setup, and that is a diamond now. The diamond means they have a number 10 all stage just ahead of 3 central midfielders. Oh, but to me, a transition between the attack and the midfield. And Sebastian Moboti, a 3-man midfielder, very dominant. If Kotoko wants to take control of the midfield, Hasselhoek the diamond bar, I think they should also try to, equalize that same tactical shape. Other than that, has a ball with the diamond that they love to control the game in midfield. They love to have lot of dominance. And this is Wafa, a very possessive side, possessive dominant side Wafa. But Hasselhoff Bono, they try to take every control. And this is Sugakope. And I'm going to diamond no koye. They love it whenever they don't have the ball. But General, I'm asking a lot of questions. So Hasselhoff a defender, you really need to understand there are certain things they need to do. I'm midfield me and San the one where they fell so deep into the blocks. But midfield is not off. The awareness level no does zero because ball never drop it or more intimate. In fact, we need to see in China Hasselhoff midfield not our principal. They love the marking schemes. They love the pressing traps. And this is what they really did against Accra Lions. Oh, Premier League, you know, and I know every single option for Accra Lions has been closed down by Hasselhoff. And you know what screen is so beautifully lined. Or more good structure in midfield. Or more can press who create a lot of chances. They will do it. So one who Accra Lions or but why and the ball man. Based on the traps, Hasselhoff be press so ajibon. But the pressing has the advantages and then the disadvantages. Or more common san carbona. What really happens next? But this is the verticality of the Hasselhoff midfield. From goalkeeper attack, I'm going to be breaking Ashgold midfield, and then Ansabotre under that overload 1/2, breaking the whole Ashgold spine, both midfield and the defense, with a single pass to Patrick Razak, and that was it. They created a chance out of it. So General Soma has chance to attack you or make me up on a show on any day. And this is what they've been doing a lot of often. They created a lot of situations, one-on-one with Kofi Mensah. As to how potent they remain, another question. But how they created the chances was so beautiful against Ashgold. They've been doing it. And General say, okay, say, oh, Bohas for Kabaswa. Not just say, okay, I'm attacking. Now let's talk about the attack. Attack na losing a spine, kakra. Irrespective of that, they still pose a lot of danger to any opposition. So the presence of that three-man method of Ashgold never deter Hasselhoff from creating chances. They pressed hard. They try to nullify spaces. They negate your chances. Dangerous areas in Hasselhoff would always try to negate you. They create a lot of chances out of it. For counter-attacking situations, one of the dangerous teams to deal with is Hasselhoff in our league. How we create chances, how they score from the zone 14, I talked about last season. But unfortunately, they lost one key man in Neti. But Sule Muntari, from distance, 60 meters, 50 meters, 40 meters, around the zone 14, Sule is always the man to go for. The pressing has always been the key element of Hasselhoff game. And almost the force in the Babaji Bonnet de free it be any who screen is they left that three-man midfield away and a Patrick at Tia any panel apart. So General Osha has defense, echo more attack here. One, more pressing, no more any ball, it's a danger for Hasselhoff. But more pressing that ball, no one can now Baby exposure at the more a defense, now cause a lot of issues. We are seeing China, Kotoko na on any bonus, so General and the defense, that is so quickly. Yansha Kotoko defense, and also a day back game, and how Kotoko can stay in the game while Brad General won't consider so much goals and answer so many goals from Hasselhoff. Because as we all know, Kotoko airboat game, now you can't certain strikers once more. Not to say you can't Mbella, you can't Infege. They've taken the headlines, and this is Kotoko midfield diamond. General gave me the fair. If Hasselhoff has to line up with that diamond midfield, Nakotoko so be lining up with that diamond midfielder, Lamte, Sharif Mohammed. I mean, you can't utility player, you can't versatility. You can't take anything away from Sharif's game. He's a number 10 today, tomorrow, number 2, the next day, or a left full back. Very, very good player. And Wababe joining Kumasa and Tikoto. And of course, Obiani Mwa Blay brings on board the box to box. Last season, no box to box midfielders too. You talk about Futu, you talk about Justice Blay. But where is Afutu? Afutu is out. Justice Blay would make headlines tomorrow. Sekotoko episode Omunya game no muhunuswa. They should give him the free roll. This is the Kotoko attack. Now, Kotoko attacker. Now, the details of it, the relationship between the two strikers, how the understanding between them, how or more Etimia build or more. And I keep asking questions. I see if some about that. But General, we too need in China. The supplies from midfield from Sharif Mohammed. And they said, "Oh, screen so." I mean, this pass is from a midfielder, and a man in this view. The pass penetrated through a solid base of 5 back for wall with the holding midfielder just in front of them. But no, analyze this pass from a midfielder, not a number 10. How he got that connection to the attacker Mbella and the movement from Mbella, the reading of the game, how Mbella even understood. He said goalkeeper for Accra Lions, Frederick Asari BP, for him to even lobby the ball over him. I think explicitly this guy is good. And Nyame had more chance. Say, chances be. Pressing Kumasa Santiko can be dangerous. Oh, your team now pressing one. because on bet me invade press no ebi na hu screen so Lions say press here but press no anye compact o me win ball no and right from here 68 meters away Augustine Japan could connect to Frank Bella and it was at the back of the net. Now Osha Konfa social go now it would communicate to you. Let's talk about this movement between Infege and Mbella, the understanding, the distance between the two players. How did they even manage to build this? How did they even adapt to our league? How did they even adapt to Command Santi Kotoko? They came under intense pressure. Now Osha Infege, two of them now yet they are building a chance out of this. In fact, they for born on the thinking they say because on Shane Bella will join any, but you know instinctively he understands the movement of the partner, and also he is keeping focus on baby born jet or the born in Bella. This is the sort of understanding House of Folk would be dealing with Nyame Adomochina. They have to cater for the two players. They can't cater for one. Cater for the two. We need to don't forget this league here, boy, the most best distant shooter, Richmond Lamptey. The closest around the area was shooting may be about 30 something yards. From any angle, any distance, Richmond Lamptey can go. So closing these two players ain't enough for us. Richmond Lamptey can also attack and do you more damages. Let's talk about Kotoko midfield, what they bring on board. A very, very dangerous situation. Either they are going for the diamond midfield 4 with a number 10 at the tip of 3 central midfielders, or they are going for 3-man midfield. And we have another question to ask. So, Abuadu or Hagadas, or Justice Blay, or Sheriff Mohammed, and of course, or Lamte. Which 3 are you playing? Or are you playing all the 4? It's a tactical question to Ogum. But the 4-3-3 has been very consistent to Tima from say Asante Kotoko. Now look at it. After say when there's any this ball, you really need to understand the midfielders have to drop and shield the back line. Or man dropping in term general. This is a sort of concentration you need in big games. Against one, there's one team cut off. So 3-man midfield no in 4-3-3, but 3 no are off. So Wonders really attacked just the back line. And the Banasanwa, Abalora and Timian save this situation. Even the 2 defenders have been taken away. This is the sort of these situations Kotoko would have to deal with. Midfielders, their presence should be felt. And Abalora will full screen. So to understand this, the line was played onside. But how to nullify those little chances of position in Benyano? Kotoko and delay with her. Playing on the counter-attacking situation, Hasselhoff can always punish you. Let's talk about this particular map. Kotoko et me tackle presso pa. And usually it's always a chance here Clinton upon equity. There is a particular build-up progression map at screen. And it involves certain players. So Clinton upon has taken off. Sorry, Isaac Opon, who do me that say. Now, General, look at the map on your screen. This has been very consistent. Fabio Gama won't be, Lamte won't be, and you have Mudasiru. This is a progressive map for Kotoko. Omo de born neighbor Ukrumwa. The map will be to me who say, this is what is on your screen. So, irrespective of one the some one pami and some the map is always working in the 4-3-3. To say the whole screen is they've been creating a lot of chances. Kotoko don't usually score from the goalkeeper. They score from midfield. It means the creativity is central. It is the nucleus of their team. So if you want to deal with Kotoko, deal with the midfield. And in the whole screen is from 8 seconds, Azekopon could score from a chance created through pressing. So if you want to evade, if you want to nullify Kotoko, deal with the midfield first before Abedjani attackers. They have a very strong team, General. Defensively, my problem, and it's a House of Folk, it may consider what area a lot. The same happen in repeat your screen within the area. House of Folk consider say from crosses, say from long balls within the area. House of Folk consider now for Kotoko to concede. Yeah, not usually a counter attacking. Counter in the favor Baniano, counter in the favor Kofi Kojimu Energy, counter in the favor Isaac Mesa. I think this game, if you really want to understand certain things, so when you're a prediction writer, maybe you better game Nikakra. But from the blast of the hostel, Tony Montana say game we will not try. You have prediction try.
The moment push you.
General, my shadow mabu be not chat.
All right. Marijata Newton Latte. Okay. Before some quasi gamponsa ehono. Kanu.
Salut.
Ne can league in the league Kotoko ne hat of baby omodie yambo china.
Yeah.
You know so who observations ka krebi ansana ya narrow down about hat of Kotoko.
Yeah, I think I would agree with almost everything Coach Kessben Kai.
Okay.
Especially the fact that between United goalkeeper Idris Abubakar are the best in the league so far. Or the numbers to prove, and of course the presence in the goalpost near felt on your goalkeepers now. pressure man so na ya pong game no keep clean sheet there be those goalkeepers now chances no be bad for the opponent go be save no
wow
or a very good goalkeeper and I think say when you special mention and
you also know I said Mbusa Sifana Sana also be kind say a goalkeeper man local goalkeeper
at the moment yeah he's
on there the best
I think so
wow
okay some media man in the Manju the only free like Cote d'Ivoire and to only the only candidate for the Black Stars this be a case switching the nationality but I mean Manju in nya hu no e Kumasi a wabra kotoko ni media my boy how was him go no dano adeba ko am feel say no so e was ye can one say but then me feel say comparatively to Idris Abubakar no Idris is a very good goalkeeper I mean he's playing and also them and out here the back four of Bechem United now and yet those big names no because Manju you know the likes of Atingam in front of him and the experience kakra o Komabo League na che or more that strength no but where Kofi Agbesima Samuel Osei born I think the debut season in the Premier League sometimes some team improvise the Clinton do a ball right wing back I think against Ashanti Good or me the same thing and I mean and yet a strong Bechem defense but goalkeeper no keep him going chances never bad for the opponent but to make sure say Obey calm in the goal post now I save him he's been the best goalkeeper to me in the league so far and the two Cameroonians omo kotoko so na omo are taking the spotlight 12 games 11 goals for Frank Etuga I mean anywhere in the league and time see say your league you know about this number of games now produce these numbers and time see and how we see settle in the league you know so quick near the back one Broma because the Ghanaian league you know are very physical defenders but these guys I mean somehow once we are finding the way through now with me any chance they are to it and omu wasteful sir of course say two Ghana say penalty back against Mina Sharks near there but then omu will give them they be on presence no felt yes a man for argument say Mfege no a very effective actually two Ghana and you would agree because Mfege energy no it was true I can't remember one of the games with Kumasi at 90 plus you could see some of the players were tired but only to me running from Suho eba Kotokopo eba be clear ball and we the energy now or they ball for the club now I think about one of the biggest problems has been actually the energy of Mfege no because we are 7 suspension and we were eligible to play in the game about switching now I'm trying to look at how a Fatau or Dennis Kosa and I say Denchimo Mbobia no bet try to bit stop that guy. So now what then me nim ham is in Butun but what dem pa and I or Bobo no so omre and then the two Ghana there we need that strength who nya den but or finding spaces no or try as much as possible to so be position we a chance so bar the probability so bit me converting yeah there was through power so there will be the two biggest problems for how to folk Nami match with the likes of Richmond Lamte born bedin in Sanwa or very effective but without the ball you don't see much of him because in figure mo na tacklings no Budasiru mo Agadas mo be say many nyama but I feel say this first round has been a very good round for Bechem United yes because the league in the top they but me team of the first round. Wow. No one expected them say. Yeah, because of modern born on my born. Okay. The results be on my pick. Omba Kumasa do the loss, but then you ball on my ball. Omako Karela kunya draw, Omako Hasa kunya draw, Omako Shebiana Star say Doma. I mean, Omube share. I think
FA Cup
Kobo shares good. Omako Brikuma kunya draw. I mean, some venues be Ghana Premier League qua. There is 3 points and now draw there. Plans but they go to some of these venues and then get some of these results. And home no, with the exception of Wafa, we win every other home game. And I mean, Coach Samuel Michael Kessben, yeah, money didn't say. Your cabbage Mbia near Bogo Kipano, near Bogus, no Crane Bonabila. But I think Coach born home on I was a Bonabasu pa.
Oh, okay. You never had to forgive no so. Na Masha will take. Oh, say the Mbusa Coach Sifano Kotoko overwhelming favorite
for the league. Of course,
so far,
your
performance now.
But I say, I did last season has seen into and that's what some of the fans in the team say. Even at a point in that normally has best 7-8 points, but still has be found. And that turning point near league game now has a share Kotoko no, and Kotoko for me not sure some best I didn't best repeat it now because if Omulusu to has a chana pressure back Kotoko so
okay,
but I mean we're a whole new team with a coach or get a different mentality near there, but a chana match a new council Omulusu.
Wow.
Yeah, a new council Kotoko because sometimes Omulusu crucial games to House of Oka. Yeah, and I tried damping the spirit of the club. And players never form, coaches, no supporters in that than so some person move on. Now keep that tag next or the overwhelming favorites for the league in India. I was saying no avoid defeat. Worst case scenario should be a draw for them.
Okay. Kanu Aja perception. Okay, from Otek. He knows it all. You must have Banafi Mabashe had to folk after say Isaac Amponsa or your communication director ma Bricum Chelsea at the stars near the end of the Amayano. Now one can say we are done for police in Ehuna. What day? Chief Inspector Sammy. I think of Fujina post Fujina from Homo Ebechime. Ako, minim the Maya Chief Inspector. Me reporting my high staff ne you know opinion staff okay regional PRO Edwin some who the Sami church or breme all right adia Dr. Damparimpa and san one okay yet was so Michael be who message no about later me dey but that could see or say if we lose tomorrow I'll die. Nada kusi kuwasi za tiko ko DDT eche obia ma me hwe DDD on so dey buy or say tomorrow's game between Hearts of Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko could be a true reflection of the 2008 fixture hosted in Kumasi. Kotoko was dominating the league with their top striker then Eric Bakwe scoring goals like Mbella today. Even football novice thought Kumasi Asante Kotoko was going to thrash Hearts of Oak, but it became the former leading and the latter leveling. Since then, I decided not to predict Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Hearts of Oak games because it is a self-motivating day for players to write their names in their respective club history books. Boss, my only concern is how Fatau will replace Dan Coleman tomorrow, because I remember how Coleman did Italian kind of man marking on Eric Bakwe by following him in every step. But was the funny that was a funny aspect of the game. All right, Didi Akumaden Senior High School. Michael Abebi about the so Isaac
legend
Dr. Ike say yeah
legend Radigo Sushram and Ampachon so
no ko padum eyepa
ye de radiase
na president Dwantua ne ho ye
radiadom
Bernard Dwantua
radiadom
oh okay
na ho ye na menim se bantama fo so special animonyam
oh okay so ope bantuma chairman chairman MPP oh okay na se oba ye ne ma ekoye pa Bricum Chelsea ni modern money ni results na modern man no enko
results na de on say team na yes se na yes se team ni mi yes e be ko animu no ni ma be koye
do aka no
onya abotre
me show so otie o lie
onya abotre team se na yes se
okay
assistance na ya bo continuous 8 matches ye lose you
okay
in the league
okay
even though draw ewum but ye lose you
okay
but on say o kan say Beche United be pick a point e dey free Bricum wom say Beche United nso ko no so 9 matches so nso nya lose game Bricum Chelsea 8 matches ye nso lose game until it tells you say adwuma no guso a ekọ but with time second round you be who different Bricum Chelsea all together.
Wow. Favorite Hearts of Oak ni Kotoko game ni mo kakra nyambo ochina
legend we no ye one of the oldest feature wo Ghana league
okay
nti ye bre no so ntine niema me concentrate on no say from 2nd November 1958
okay
omo me no sha say so omo bo omo first league game match do sen omo abo then from ho we outstanding league game
okay
nti outstanding match do sen and the two teams no abo
okay
then in terms of Monday 7 match you beka say ya bo league but we ne Monday 7 game and say eba so
okay
nti ya no so ne ebe kwa hwese Monday 7 no two teams no abo bi da na ebo outcome no ayesen then na yebu awuroma kohwe the month of February meetings between the two teams in the league because a league into concentration nyina will be on league then over here Accra Sports Stadium two teams no matches are omo ade epem so yɛbɔ firi hɔ na yɛbɛhwɛ the center referee we hail from voter region Eweland votarians na na so mo free Eweland no so mo di house of kotoko matches a sen na ye
wow all in 10 minutes
wouldn't problem but yeah make kan nyina bo na ma behwe e dey amount say
okay
house of folk ekobo Red Tamale United the next home match obo e dey tia kotoko a outcome na yesen
I see
na say house ekobo RTU no nya the score line 0-0 the next home match obo outcome na yesen
wow
kotoko e host to a team from Greater Accra on Accra Lions and the pim so the next away match so on house and the kopim so outcome na koyesen
wow
na ya keka ne nyina e de abom season won se kotoko Accra teams ne nyina wa show mu nyina wa sha Accra teams ne nyina house of folk asha Ashanti region team ba ko na walusu ba ko to Ashanti Good
okay
the last visitor kotoko ye de ko pie mu Accra Sports Stadium okodi nkunim 3-1 that was against Dreams FC your friend is saying
first match
oh yeah the last visitor or the PM oh yeah Accra Sports Stadium no otimi kodi nkunim against Dreams FC okay. The question is say obetimi the house nso asoso say na wadi kan e de aye Accra teams ni nyina na say Greater Accra teams ni nyina na Brennan Krabia and a beche. So far in terms of league matches almost here 108 okay has our obo home no e the numbers our the air konenim wadi nkunim 36
okay
kotoko all away I think nkunim 35 and 37 of our meetings no I end in the draw.
Oh, 108 in
league matches league matches
wow.
From 2nd November 1958 and I am first official game
wow.
Because can other matches there overcast almost shall say from 54 but you take it into consideration
okay.
And then August 24th 1958 on the boy but game 90 man we and then league game so but before the question free gym I outstanding match the replay na ba so eno na ba so Kumasi Jackson Park I do the day house of folk it be dim kunim akanum makotoko team mu mienu nti eno nso ye one of the outstanding matches ni bi say na medical outlier say ye be kan outstanding matches
a winning 36 because a winning 35 37 I draw
wow. Last season and a hard team because na points ni nyina pe na 35
okay
and we abrante ban ne go timi share no etimi man has etimi e de atima omode eko monim enso so ewo ho legend say ye free ho na obegboram ebehwe in terms of two teams no e de epim so or Accra Sports Stadium venue na game no etimi akoso no oka matches o mabo nyina from 5th September 1954 mo sha ase so mo bo Accra Sports Stadium a obotimi hia 102 ha said nkunim 31 kotoko di nkunim 36 and 35 of some meetings no etima ende in the draw Accra Sports Stadium
okay
matches and am there man ba obeka league matches Accra Sports Stadium oboshia 56
okay
has edi nkunim 17 kotoko edi nkunim 17 and 22 ende in the draw
wow
league matches pe Accra Sports Stadium 56 matches because has a host kotoko outside Accra I course or Cape Coast recently am say to do na no betibi akai enso so ho na ubo rooms from professional league era you started from 1993-94 season eba omotimashia 47 good times of which has a dinkunim 17 kotoko dinkunim 10 and 20 etimande in the draw
wow
but ubehwe in terms of say medical aka outstanding matches sene niema ewurum enso so ho a mekaya outstanding matches no etimi e de apem so aba bedru in terms of say from 2nd of November 1958 and a first time on outstanding game of which has ebedi nkunim 5-2 over Kotoko from Samre no mabo as many as 19 outstanding league matches 19 outstanding league matches has edi nkunim 7 Kotoko edi nkunim 5 and a 7 of some meetings and so etimi ande in the draw 19 outstanding league matches nti ochina erade ya adoma ebe the 20th time two teams no eba outstanding league game
I see
there's almost matches in the tide shift region maybe tesi they are shift region because of Africa na ya na fa no etai ekusi akan nti ɛna ɛno akyi sɛ wobɛhwɛ outstanding league matches a wɔtumi abɔ ɛwɔ Accra Sports Stadium a 9 matches
9 okay
ɛna akɔ so Hearts ɛde nkunim 1 Kotoko ɛde nkunim 5 ɛna 3 ayɛnde in the draw
outstanding league matches akɔ so
Accra Sports Stadium
9
matches Hearts ɛde nkunim 1 Kotoko ɛde nkunim 5 ɛna 3 ayɛnde in the draw
sɛ lebɛkɔ so kyerɛ
Awurade yɛ adom ɔkyena Accra Sports Stadium nti ɛno bɛyɛ the 10th time a two teams no ɛbɔ Accra Sports Stadium outstanding league game ɛnso so ɛwɔ hɔ we are Monday 7 na sɛ nam di kan ɛkan no sɛ me bu nkɔmpɔ kɔmachi kɔhwɛ in terms of Monday 7 meetings ɛno nso ɛhyɛ aseɛ from 1958 that game ɛba so Kumase Jackson Park ma Hearts ɛbɛhyɛ Kotoko no ɛno na yɛ Monday 7 nti wo de bu ma de bɛhwɛ a so for mabɔ 6 Monday 7 matches 6 Monday 7 apart from 1958 meka 1974 ɛno nso na yɛ Monday 7 and day 1-1 ɛno akyi 1993-94 season na yɛ Monday 7 and day 0-0 ɛna ɛno akyi 2011-2012 season Monday 7 and day 0-0 ɛna break twato a afanu no bɔ Monday 7 awurade yɛ adom ɔkyena ɔmode sɔ so yi no 2012-2013 season ɛno nso so and day 0-0
oh sir
nti sɛ we the last 3 meetings between the two teams in Monday 7 it has always been draw.
Wow.
Nti Ochina, are we in for draw game? Mabisa question no. Me am sama me answer. Nti beka ibre twato a Kotoko din kunim Monday 7 over House of Folk no pokunti. And they share the only goal. Eman kunim die no. Eko Edema Sante Kotoko in 1981.
Okay.
Na bre twato House in Sutimi din kunim over Kotoko in Monday 7 no. Eyo maiden edition in 1958.
Okay.
No chine de Monday 7 I had den de ama ha so be din kunim. Sa so na I had den de ama Kotoko. Nti draw no no mo aboa and likely to say no be no mbabo no chena.
Okay. Likely say sa na be ko
chena eno an be si legend.
And who now dey so so na?
Me na dey so so.
Okay.
Sabe na me me na dey so so. Monday 7 no. Legend from 1999 ebesi time bia Kotoko ebe ko away no be concede goal in Monday 7 ontimi ndi nkunim.
Obeko away
no be concede goal in Monday 7 Kotoko ontimi ndi nkunim.
Mintiase
Se ochina Awurade ya adom Monday 7 Kotoko eko away from 1999 eba bisi se ochina ombeboe no Monday 7 bia Kotoko akọ away na se boy Kotoko net Kotoko ontimi ndi nkunim the best has been draw.
Wow, I see.
Nti ya de to wasa ne yete na me hwe wani nkasa me pawasa ma na me legend
wow.
We are in the month of February ebe hia say ebe consider two teams in meetings about the month of February na me hwe in terms of league matches in the month of February our first league match no eba so 1967 in the month of February na just other meetings are normally apem so from 58 neighbor ne bia ni ho motimeshia in the month of February. The first time omkoshia in the month of February no e course 1967. Coincidentally no that game no and they draw. Legend. Coincidentally no that game no and they in a draw. Obi entimi amfa ball anto no yonko net 0-0 score line.
Okay.
From Samre no ababesi last season almost also boy in the month of February no two teams no etimi ashia 6 good times in the league in the month of February 6 times no House of Folk adin kunim 2 washa 5 goals Kotoko adin kunim 1 washa 5 goals and a 3 and in the draw.
Okay.
Until it tells you say in terms of goals even 5-5.
Okay.
And a draw no yamiensa House adin kunim yenu na Kotoko nso adin kunim.
That could see I say the Aquatia Kotoko not this time.
That could see but over all the February meetings including friendly matches the boom and cup matches the boom there. Two teams no atimasia 10 times in the month of February.
Okay.
10 times no House of Folk adin kunim 2 Kotoko adin kunim 4 and a 4 I end in the draw.
Okay.
Indeed, that is all matches.
Wow.
There's one factor here, and also may consider we are on the alternate date 20th of February. Until my hair from January to December 20th day of month no bibi asida January 20th February 20th saa kosi December 20th then eko House of Folk ontimi ni nkunim over Asante Kotoko ewo any venue on 20th day of month bia from January to December.
Oh, sir.
20th. Ochina 20th.
Normal share 20th.
20th. From January to December, House of Folk intimi record win over Asante Kotoko ewo any venue 20th day of the month.
Wow.
Yade to wasa na yate na nyaade ya yesesa no. Referees omo hail from a voter region. Na omo agina Kotoko House of Folk matches. Mekaya omo first encounter yinya referee of free voter region ejinam 1980. Na ye bredi kan yinya ebi etimisi 1980 no Mekaya 27th of August 1980. That game and day 1-1. And a nuachi no Mekaya referee timi ejinam etimi toto ne ma na ye Albert Agovi. Ono ne etimi ejinam 1985-86 season no Asante Kotoko ekodi nkunim ekabako the same Albert Agovi ono wan ejinam 1988-89 season so no and 2-2 of which Mekaya referee utimi ejinam etimi toto enema that day no eye referee GM Afezi ono ene etimi ginema otimi etoto ne ma 1989 league season no so no etimi course a referee Albert Agovi ene etimi ginema and 2-2 draw enso so ewo 1995 league season no so etimi course a eno so no Mekaya referee Atotonu ono ne etimi ginema otimi etoto ne ma Asante Kotoko edi nkuni meka miensa ma ha etimi team baako 2003 enso course a ende 0-0 William Agovi ene etimi ginema ene eno achi 2005 the same William Agovi ende 1-1 eno achi 2009-2010 ha sese Kotoko eka mienu mo team baako William Agovi ene eno achi 2011 enso so no Solomon Mode ene etimi ejinema Asante Kotoko ese ha seka mienu a wantimi ante eno achi the following season 2012 the same Solomon Mode na etimi ejinam etimi toto ne ma and break twato a yenya votarian referee and as obi o hail from voter region Eweland e ma ne gina House of Folk Kotoko matches mu etimi toto ne ma no referee Selom Yao Bless last season otimi ejinam etimi toto ne ma game no yande ne draw nti are we in for another draw tomorrow
bra kaboma eno no kose
you referee ofri Volta na just a draw na most likely say betimasi ochina enu achi obehwe first rounder two teams no your factor bi say obi ehye no yonko a na mo kan about new betimi agi league no two teams no obi hye no yonko a the chances so betimi agi league no very high two teams no from professional league by no two teams no between them are 16 and omwatimi age ofucha sa 16 no omwatimi age no wo hwa obi obehye no yonko first round bia no se ankoye se other team bi na beje a sa teams no mu ba ko ta team no na age House of Folk Kotoko ni obehye no yonko bia ochena no se ba ko betimi ahye no yonko a ohye no yonko a ne chances so obeje league no high that is record na me de eto ho no enso so e de akọ eno achi se ne odi mi si ne de ene na ohwe House of Folk ene RTU ede na me de no ma ona matimi ede asi no ohwe House of Folk ene RTU enso so factor ye consider from 1999 eba has ekobo wie na one Kotoko ede be pem so a has awene 1 wa draw 1 onyan losu bi se has ene RTU ede akopem so na ne next home match one Kotoko na ebo has in losu bi ene enu achi Asante Kotoko enso bo editia a team from Greater Accra na ne next away match one House of Folk ene de ekopem so enso so ewo ho a House of Folk enso no Asante Kotoko enso ono so nyan losu bi ono so body tie Greater Accra team na ne next away match no one has na de kopem so a eno so no
so wo yakọ draw game na
say draw na de ma from day one but say still no legend unya hu we no two teams no paper bibia no favor say legend ene ma no de say ni obia wo ya analysis ni nyina favor say Kotoko e wo the chances so betimi akodi nkunim but it doesn't suggest from any data.
Ike,
But that's what I say. Legend sir.
No, Debbie, because chat via network.
Legend season you call AFCON. Legend you call AFCON. Once Morocco say group stage 1-0. 1980 and the first time Ghana and Morocco share in the group you consider is one goal no you intiman qualify from the group season you once you see once you intiman qualify from group
okay
today tanaya na enu ho keke
yo Isaac Camposa the Upebia stars no or the MMO but the last word Nibama Kanu no pushino how to folk Asantiko to game Kanu.
Yeah, because form omutimi issue complacency here. Always be as some form no kusia has no me be some form ni bi ye be some form ni bi a tie dane
okay
so mo hwe yi
okay
nzo be ka de
no more form chain has
no pa chain has no no say be sha has phone ni bi
be tie ka
a tie dane even polo team and all struggle no kra no look at Opokunti time on the board draw be Kumasi here and Bashiri for time you so many times so kotoko form yana complacency in has a surprise omo
okay.
So mu use a complacency in free wa because Accra enye a difficult venue for Kumasi in recent times some call amota kunya results papa free oba and I believe say by virtue of the fact say Kotoko for enim dia two omo last season omo pese be repeated this season omo ni abrese one omo te omo from house afi omo to make sure say team obetima ha omo pa betima agile get from some house until so timi magap no omo all this at the back of their minds no. I see this game being very difficult for House of Folk. Wow. Draw no, as I said, like but we bet Masha.
Oh, okay.
That is it.
New team never disappoints. Loaded but quality content. I love it. But listening to Isaac with only one ear. And what I heard loudly is the number of outstanding league matches played at Accra Sports Studio. We are in Hamatan. There are no flowers. Good morning, Joe and the crew. Kanu of Manchester United. Anyway, and so legend lines and who calls me.
Mbella say washa 11 goals. Yeah. And he started say award, say top scorer award from 1973. I implemented that award no. Ye nya any foreigner. I will be PM we league ma watchimi age. To the question is Mbella wetima ye adwuma na oba the first foreigner. Wabeji golden boot no dey see the nice one.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Mighty to Laka.
What's that to say?
I don't be there for the family Nicholas is what you said. I can be my statistics here. You know, and tsunami had met stats no enters square the map to be big. We are sure that yes, no more complacency and things to I say half
yeah, that's it. Nana Mankwa Kumasi something called 3 Hearts of Folk 1. Nana Mankwa prediction of the Abba I don't know. ASP Dapa ASP that is saying Joe, in fact your guess is marvelous. You need sharp brains for such exercises. ASP Dapa yeah, that's it. Hello. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Meet you, not say. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's it. This is the number no. This is the number no na. Offro na money too direct. Na fi nyame boa. Ene watimi akọ wini. Ye pedi emu breaking news and it was on tentem e dey amai. Opaki Matisse nyambo china your birthday. Wow. Happy birthday in advance. O dey do birthday a chain bibia we say. All right. Nyame ya aduma sign mo the live commentary beba every year Accra Sports Stadium Kumasi Asante Kotoko Accra Hearts of Folk. Me dem nyina se semutie Ike the free breakum be kind sanso na Kanu Otek FM allegations and what was that, the other word no? Perception and allegation. All right, Kanu that's the problem Kanu. All right.